We up. Top of the top. What's up? What's up? We back. We back again live, y'all. What's up? Intro. What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for yesterday. Appreciate all the love. And everybody that shouted me out yesterday. I might didn't catch it, but I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all showed a lot of love yesterday. Yeah, y'all was trying to break me down. What's up, y'all? We up. What's up, 401? What's good, y'all? We back at it again, man. We live. Yes, we are. We live again, man. Summertime. How everybody doing? It's going to be a hot summer, but it's going to go fast. Trust me. Look how that diddytrial 2 months ago, they quit. Finished. We was talking about when it's going to come. We were talking about this all year. Now it's about to be out of here, but there's a lot of stuff going on, y'all, and like I said, I'm just waiting to see how it all play out because I can't figure this out. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about deliberations. We're also going to talk about DRUSKI weird ass. We're going to talk about how Damian Lillard, a.k.a. Dame Dollar, they threw him in the trash. Yeah, they ain't want to pay him his money. They say he ain't worth it, but I got to talk about Damian Lillard because it's the end of an era, and it was all of them. It was, there was a big family. Yeah, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, all of them together, y'all. That's why they say now Dame Lillard gonna go play with Steph Curry. Yeah, they always related the whole time. Paul George, like they all got connections. Yeah, they all brothers and friends, y'all. They did the same thing in the rap game, same thing in NBA. All them fools, brothers and friends. But see, they raised them like that on purpose. If all y'all I'm talking about the whole entertainment game. This how they made them all destroy themselves. See, y'all all supposed to be individual talent, but y'all all became friends, so y'all all became as one. So being that y'all wasn't being competitive, this is why all y'all getting erased. Now, if you go to golf, if you go to tennis, Coco Golf, the young lady, she's winning, she's shining because tennis is an individual sport, and tennis ain't no friends. See that? But you're gonna see it every other game where they were friends, which meant it was no competition. Which means if it's no competition, as fans, what are we even watching for? They're all friends. They're not even competing for real. So that's why I was trying to tell y'all this whole formula was used in hip-hop, rap, music. You see it now in podcasting. You see it now in media. They're always going to be friends. So that takes away from the competitive nature and creativity of trying to outdo each other. That's why I say, that's why that whole era is gone. It's gone. So we're going to talk about that. Dame Lillard got thrown in the trash. Thank you, Natalia. I'm also going to be talking about, for a lot of y'all that don't get it, I'm going to touch on these cuts. Yeah, just a little bit. I just watch TV. I scroll. So, yeah, certain things, it catch me. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, a lot of stuff going on. What up, Punches? What up, man? Thank all y'all. All right, we live around here. So, like I said, man, ain't no rush. Everything will be timestamped. But anyway, y'all waited long enough, so let's go. Shout out to everybody that come through that door, hit that like button. Everybody hit the like button every single day. Shout out to everybody that leave comments. And appreciate everybody that comes back to tap in. It's all about tapping in. Y'all come back to tap in. That's what's up. Appreciate all of y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Either way, y'all, how that just pan out. This is something I was paying attention to yesterday. Thank you very much. Thanks, One Deep. This is what I was paying attention to yesterday. It was talking about that money. Now y'all know we was already we went through the whole list of lawsuits he got. He got over 30 lawsuits. So either way, he's gonna be broke. We also know they're gonna take that money back, whatever he got. But what I saw them say yesterday is the gov is gonna take his money regardless. If put it like this, if he's found guilty of anything under that RICO, money getting taken off the rip. Well, money getting taken off the rip. Then after his money get taken, he gonna still be in debt with all those lawsuits. Same thing happened to R. Kelly, y'all. Same thing. R. Kelly's he owe one person $200,000 right now for giving him STD, and they suing him because he didn't make their payout. and they can't afford their medicine. Yup. So regardless of how this go down, if he get the lightest charge, it's all about that money, that property, that jet. See what I'm saying? People forget about that big ass jet, 2 mansions, business, gone. Gone, period. Thank you. I'm just being me. Thank you very much. That you get it? So that's how this is going to play out. Either way, he's going to be broke. That's why when I said once they start calling you disgrace, that's it. He's not coming back from that. Whether he beat it or not, he's going to be disgraced. He's going to be broke. But I was thinking about it yesterday for real, y'all. He knows he know too much, man. I look at it like this. I don't see him as he's going to walk off of this. Not with zero, nothing. Nah. Because he got away with a lot for so long. And I think he got to get a lesson. Because, I mean, people forget he got away with that shooting with J-Lo and Shine. He got away with a lot of stuff. I think this is the last straw right here, y'all. I don't think he's going to get away with this one. I don't think so. Well, we'll see. Anyway, remember last week, we was talking about how Roc Nation and Jay-Z's on the fire and how he sent Jim Jones out to go at Nas, Pusha T to go at Travis Scott. Now, let me ask you a question. Since Pusha T tried to diss Travis Scott, how far did that go? How far did that get? Did it make any news? Did it make a buzz? He thought it was going to be a Kendrick and Drake. Told you it wasn't going to work, y'all. I already told y'all that. But I just want to show you that they've been reaching, but it's not working. So if I'm tripping, somebody correct me. When Pusha T went at Travis Scott and Bun B saying, yo, you need to respond, Travis Scott. And I said, they trying to start a beef. Did it start? Did it happen? Did it work? I don't think so. There you go, Don Harlem, soft break. There you go. That's my whole point, y'all. Pusha T, if you're going to make music, just make music. All that trying to diss people, man, that shit played out. Y'all still 20 years ago, man. This ain't Nas Ether days, man. This ain't 50 Cent days. Either you got talent or you don't. Y'all with this controversy internet stuff. Now I'm trying to tell you it's over. It ain't going to work. So let's go, y'all. Because once again, everybody's waiting on this verdict. Everybody's waiting. We spoke about the other day. They taking bets. They taking bets, everything. So you actually could come up off this thing. If you got your money on the right side, you actually can make you a nice flip off this Diddy trial. That's right. You can make you a nice flip. So ain't no telling what's going to happen. Clips just dropped the video song with a pink background. Yeah. Because that's what every rapper going to be, bro. That's right. That's what every rapper going to be. Every rapper's going to be pink. That's what all of them are, y'all. Yup. Told you, man, we just late, y'all. We all late. This shit 30 years old, man. Yeah, we all late, man. They all Little Richard, man. You know what I'm saying, y'all? They all Little Richard. I mean, yeah, we done with that chapter, bro. That's who they are. Whenever you see a rapper, that's what you're gonna see. I keep telling you that. See the background? This is not made. This is from an article he did. These were the clues always in our face. See Diddy shirt? It was always in our face. Flowers. See? It was always in our face, y'all. This is what hip-hop is. Gangster rap. That's the code. Let's go. Just to show you, around the world, update, just to keep you up to date that around the world, this is the biggest news. Everybody's waiting for the result. Only question I got for y'all, like I always ask, what language is this? Because I don't know. We don't see that. We saw every language. So when I said, you see that face is on trial and the whole world watching. What language is that? So I'm just going to keep showing you the updates when I said this is bigger than that little small department. I need a genius to tell me what language this is because I got another one for you too. What up, Cozy? What's up? Indian? Thank you. It might be. I don't know. So now I think about it, it does look like it. Thank you, man. Anyway, let's check this out. Turkish, it could be. If I say, I don't know. It do look like it's in that department. Yeah. So let's go. This showing you. This the world stage. It's not just Diddy on trial. It's everybody that look up to Diddy, his whole kingdom on trial. Everybody's watching what's going to happen to them. All right? Here's another language. What language is this? All around the world. Everybody want to know his fate. What language is this, y'all? I be trying to learn. What language is this? Told you I be trying to learn. I be trying to be diverse, man. I be trying to learn about all things. What language is this, y'all? Help me out. Cause like I said, it's over, y'all. The stuff I was seeing yesterday, man, y'all, it is. Like I said, a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all are smart. But when some people just do more watching and paying attention than talking, man, there's so much stuff going on, man. I still cannot believe how much stuff got accomplished in 6 months. I cannot believe it. All right, Norway. Somebody said Norway. So I know a lot of people been traveling, man. Norway, German. So you get it. All around the world, y'all. Russia, that's what I'm saying. All around the world, this has been the biggest topic, but it's not just about Diddy, y'all. When I said everybody, now, when I'm showing you these languages, just remember this part. They believe every single detail. They know exactly what the astrogliding baby was for. They don't believe none of them lies. All right? They know what everything is about. They know about the 700 dildos. They know about the ropes. They know about all the freaky behavior. They know about all the abuse. When you're from another country, it looked like this man got an abuse problem. And everybody's talking about, he is the devil on the planet. He is the devil, y'all. The whole world looks at this one man as a devil. So I guess he's the devil. Yeah, I guess that's how it is, y'all. Yes, he might be the wickedest man on the planet. So either way, y'all, he's going to be broke. He's going to be broke. They give it and they take it away. Like I said, we watched it happen to Wendy Williams, y'all. That was the warning. Let's go. Public opinion, we going to where everybody's saying Sean Diddy Combs jury deadlocked after rapper's defense played high-stakes poker. Legal expert. So somebody saying that his defense team was playing poker with the jury. So as you see, it's being reported that his legal team ain't going out like no chumps. So, like I said, I don't know how it's going to play out, but it's very interesting. Yes, it is. Oh, okay, hold up. The first is Turkish. The second was Dutch. Thank you very much. The first was Turkish, right here. The second is Dutch. That means he's being slayed in Europe. Yes, he's being slayed. Yes, he is. He's being slayed, y'all, man. Oh, man. Thank you. Yeah, man, this ain't good. Wait, let's move on. Jury in Diddy's trafficking trial to resume deliberations after reaching partial verdict. So a lot of people been hearing about deliberations. Some people might not know what deliberations mean. That's why the jury was confused. Yeah. Once I hear confusion in the jury, family, after everything laid out, I mean, this whole thing is confusing because, like I said, it's a lot mixed in one. Let's go. Deliberations. Let's look at the word deliberations. Let's get to the facts. A long and careful consideration or discussion. After much deliberation, we arrived at a compromise. Either he's guilty or he's not guilty. Obviously, I guess we're seeing something which somebody thinks he's not guilty. It's very simple. It's very simple. Somebody probably thinks he's not guilty. Deliberations. To slow and careful movement or thought. He replaced the glass on the table with deliberation. So it is said that the judge has been checking in, saying, make sure you guys take your time. What up, punches? There is no such thing as a partial. You're either guilty or you're not guilty. So somebody was talking about partial. I didn't even hear that one. But like I said, punches, they're trolling everybody that don't know the law. So that's why. So it's all, when I say it's all tied together. Okay, you know how going to these statements about foreigners and people that been their whole life but don't know nothing. That's why within the Diddy trial, they're trolling all the people that don't know the law. It's part of it. They know most people that look up to Diddy, they know most likely, when you love rap music, you do not know the law. They know this because rap is criminal music, and they know most of y'all don't know the law. So that's why within the trial, they have been trolling the people that don't know the law. When I say, all y'all gonna get is the freaky stuff. The freaky stuff is for y'all. People that know the law paying attention to that law and don't care about that freaky stuff. That is the two trials. That is the two things going on within the case. I get that part clear. So my point is, if I was on the jury, I would already know all that freaky stuff ain't about nothing. My job is to pay attention to all the real details. Get it? That's what it's about. So, like what Puncher said, no such thing as partial. Anybody repeated that out their mouth, you was a damn fool. Anybody talking anything stupid, you a fool. But the truth is, you guys don't know the law. That's why y'all the most in jail. That's why y'all the most that break the law. Period. It's a fact. You don't know law. So that's why you're going to get these jokes. You're going to get all these baby all stories. Because remember, within the baby all stories is this. He's not in trouble for what he did to the men. But the jokes within that is, haha, y'all are all zesty. Haha, y'all are all dildo lovers. Hey, dildo lovers, that part ain't got nothing to do with the trial. That's really what they're playing out in court, y'all. That's really how it's playing out in court. What's up, Chase 1000? So like I said, this everything in public is public humiliation. And the public humiliation is towards hip-hop, rap fans, their community, everybody that thought they was invincible and this stuff can never be faded. Yes, that's why I keep saying it's being played out a certain way. For people that know rulership, you just look at it like straight rulership. It's simple and plain. If nobody was higher than him, if he was the king of rap, it is none higher, all right? He inspired generations. This is the fool that started popping bottles, throwing money. He started that. When he got in trouble with J-Lo in the court, that shooting was over throwing money. That was 1999, y'all. He started all that in his rap game. He started all that fur coat stuff. He started all that fly, flashy stuff. That's from him. I say that because people act like somehow they don't get it. Now, let me say this first. If you're from New York, that is how we grew up. So this is everything Diddy did. That's what our uncles and stuff did. My brothers, that's how they dress. So let me get this clear first. The first people I ever seen in my life with a lot of chains, both hands full of rings, bracelets, all type of gold. Those both my brothers, because they was competing with each other. I see that my own brothers first. Gold teeth, all that gold, all that flossy. That's for my bros. That's a New York thing. Period. But Diddy brought that to the rap game. That's what he did. He took the flyboy hustler life of New York, the Harlem life, the Brooklyn, the Queen, the players, the money getters, the ones he looked up to. When he got his record deal, he was a broke dancer. The drug dealers, the people with the big money behind the scenes always ran New York. Diddy knew his place. So when he became a rapper, he became all the people he looked up to. He became all the New York, underground celebrities he always wanted to be. He wanted to be Alpo. Get it? He wanted to be a lot of people. So he embodied that behavior and he put it in rap. So that's why to clarify that. He didn't start nothing. But if you're not from New York, yes, you might have got that shit from Diddy. Sorry, just how it goes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people got to understand this one thing. You cannot deny him for who he was, meaning he was a leader. He was an influencer. You don't become the top media mogul without being a major influencer. And for him to be an influencer, it had to be proven, which means people can study and see how they was able to see how the liquor was moving throughout the decades. When they saw this thing called hip hop made the liquor store and liquor move fast in ever history, when all these same liquors been out for hundreds of years, this era of rap made liquor move more than any other time in the world, period. So they know influence. When they go outside and see everybody with their beard on, they know that's influence from rap. Yeah, they know that's Diddy, Rick Ross. Yeah, y'all wasn't wearing beards like that 10 years ago. No, everything y'all influenced by, somebody can go outside right now and see your influence. That's how it works. Cause that's how hip hop works. You don't understand hip hop was, when they say hip hop was your culture, it's your nation. Meaning you're gonna follow it, you're gonna dress like it, you're gonna look like it, you're gonna talk it. People can look at you and know you represent hip hop. Everywhere you go, you're gonna wave that flag. No, it's a reason for that. When I talk about all these things like on social media, no, that was just to study behavior. That's all it was for. So on social media, what was everybody doing? Showing their money. Where they get that from? Where did everybody get the whole aspect of showing their money on the internet? How many people did you see showing their money? Where it come from? How many people you see showing their firearms? Where that come from? Hip hop culture is money, guns, and sex and drugs. Period. Crime. The sex, to this day, the biggest thing, sex trafficking. Sex and rap, sex traffic, real life. Who's doing a lot of sex trafficking right now? Who's on OnlyFans? Who's selling their body out of hotels right now as we speak? Who's still stuck in the oldest profession in history? Who's still stuck doing the oldest hustle in history? They go back thousands of years. So you mean to tell me they were selling their ass back in the day, BC? When that man Jesus was around, they were selling their ass back then, and they still selling their ass? Yeah, of course they are, yes. The question is why? It's because of the culture, that's why. You was raised in a culture that promotes sell your ass. You was raised in a culture promote buy some ass. That's it. Ass, ass, ass. Everybody pull up your Instagram timeline right now. You're going to see ass, ass, ass first thing in the morning. Okay, that's hip hop. That is y'all culture. If I want to know about y'all culture, all I got to do is go on Instagram, click on rap, look on all rap timelines. That's who y'all are. That's what y'all do, right? No, that's the culture, y'all. That's what it is. Maybe you just didn't know what a culture was. A culture is a way of life, the way you live. So this is the way you guys live. And this is who you are now. All right? Why am I saying that? Because I'm going to give you specific detail how the world look at it. This is how they look at it. This is y'all culture. So this is why now your culture had to get put in the ground for everybody to see, because it was blamed as being the most horrific culture of blowing money, do anything for money, and abuse. This is why I told y'all. See, we looking at it one way, but when they looking overseas and they see Cassie face, Cassie complexion, it looks 1,000 times more horrific. It looks like when you come to this country, you stay away from anybody look like Diddy. Stay away from their ass. That's what it means. Diddy might got the whole Asia mad at him, the whole South America. You get it? Everywhere. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Let's go. It's also, I think what's also going to happen, what we saw with Usher. I think soon, a lot of them going to be overseas. They're going to be getting highly disrespected, treated like dirt. That's what I think. I think they're going to be overseas and they're going to start treating them like trash. Get out of here, you dirty American. They're going to start probably trashing their ass. That's what I think going to happen, y'all, after a while. Top of the tie, everybody that's up. Good to see everybody. We chilling. All right, deliberations, y'all. So let's ask this question again. Now, let's think if you was on the jury. Is it hard to, would you think it was hard to come up with an answer? But maybe if it's some people on that jury that love rap, hip hop, if it's some people in that jury, remember, they could be freaky. You never know. You never know. But deliberation is a long and careful consideration or discussion. So it's been how many days now? 2 days, right? And the judge had to sit them down and keep telling them, take your time, get it together. Because they said somebody was incompetent. Deliberation, slow and careful movement of thought or thought. So we can look at it like this. After deliberations, they should have their stuff together. And that should be soon. So let's go. Now you see, you know what's funny? If I'm not mistaken, the first time he had Johnny Cochran too. I think he had Johnny Cochran in that J-Lo case. People didn't know, but Johnny Cochran passed away. People don't know that meant something too. Because Johnny Cochran had got into civil suits. He wasn't even doing criminal no more. He was doing all civil suits. We're gonna leave that one alone. All right. Now, let's look at what the people saying. Everyone is aware of the corruption, the privity around entertainment industry. Even know who's in charge. Nothing Diddy says or evidence of other crimes is ever going to justify the accountability that is owed by Diddy and his friends to the victims. See that? Told you nobody's going for it. Pablo Garcia not going for it. I told you everybody outside a particular circle, nobody's going for none of this crap. Huh? Let's say it again. He said everyone is aware of the corruption. All right? Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. That's why, like I said, y'all get it clear. Everybody that don't give a damn about rap, they get this very clear. They get it clear as day. People that know law, grown-ups, they get it clear as day. What's up, Positive Vibes? What's up, Carmen? What's up, LJ, Latasha, Joe? What's up, Connect? What's up, Shirley? What's up? All right. Hold up. I feel the same way about Cochran. Yeah. Because they know what's up. If somebody owed you some money, Cochran would have got that money. Like, look at all these lawsuits that came out. The Johnson & Johnson baby powder joint. People didn't know they've been fighting an $8 billion payout. Family, a lot of people miss so many payouts. You could have had people in your family pass from cancer, didn't even know it could have came from baby powder. From when they were young, I'm gonna say it. Like back in the day, when I was young, teenage, we was young, period. The older woman always put powder on their breast. I'm not just older woman, that was growing up, period. That's what the woman did. Put powder on their breast in the summertime. Period. Men used to put powder in their drawers. But we had no clue what that stuff was doing. As far as you know, you could have got prostate from putting powder in your drawers. From the Fruit of the Loom days. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, it's $8 billion on the table of payouts from Johnson & Johnson. And a lot of people ain't going to get paid. And a lot of people probably died already. And they still fighting that payout. These are facts. Yes. That's why New York had to get duped with Aaron Rodgers. Because the whole time Aaron Rodgers in New York, the owners of the Jets was fighting that baby powder stuff. Yep. Then you also know about Johnson with the what? The Vizax. With that VAX. Remember with the VAX? You heard some stuff with John. Oh, right. So, it's a reason for a lot of stuff, but this is the main thing. Everyone is aware of the corruption and the privity around entertainment industry. Because, like I said, everybody really, really, really knows in hip-hop, they are allowed they were allowed to abuse each other, and they were allowed to be abusive because it was gangster rap. Hey, somebody got to get shot. Hey, also, record sales. If that blood got to spill, record sales. If somebody get their ass beat like Rihanna, Chris Brown, oh, well, record sales. Hey, promotion, engines, magazines, media. Hey, everything they do dirty, man, that topic in the news makes millions of dollars. Every hip-hop topic they do a failure makes every other platform money. Then you'll see why this thing went on for so long. Now I want you to look at it like this. Every time, let's say, okay, Manhattan, J-Lo was a shooting. Now look, the local news gonna eat off the topic. Every local news channel, ABC, NBC, get it, all the Fox. The local channels eat off the bad rap news. The cable channels eat off the bad, everybody was eating off this shit. Then you gotta look at all the magazines that come out. This is what was fueling these things, y'all. Hip-hop, the negativity, the bad news. The bad news, the negativity, man. That's what kept a lot of this stuff going. Every dollar made off hip-hop was made off negativity, period. That's why the people that made their money off hip-hop, they're ashamed. They ain't never going to show their face, and you ain't never going to know all the people that made money off it. But when you use your brain, you're going to know clear as day that anybody that invests in stocks invested in hip-hop because hip-hop was on the stock market, period. Like I tell y'all, from the machinery, let's go back and let's just look at music, period. Just think of Sony. Let's just think of these names, Samsung. Let's look at names that make the beat machines and keyboards, Yamaha. See, these companies have been making money off this for so long. Look how everybody wanted to be a producer and was buying computers and computer programs trying to be beat makers from the house. That's what rap do. Rap can inspire people that ain't got no damn talent to go out and buy a whole bunch of programs that are on the stock market and blow, and that's how it worked. So everybody made money off this rap stuff. The last decade we just saw was rap made the most money in the world of tech. That's the chapter we had now. So remember when 2000s first took off, when rap first started to be big on another level, it was what? About what? MTV. It was all about the videos with the commercials, TV. Then after that run, it went to the internet. This market fused engines. Let's look how dead the internet used to be, y'all. Everybody that was on in the beginning. Let's look at how the internet was just dead a long time. You know, you look for what you look for. It was nothing extra. It was nobody making a lot of money on it. But what made them make a lot of money was that rap. Because every day it had a trending topic. And every day that trending topic made shit move. They knew that. Just like to this day. If we can check the scoreboard, I bet you every news outlet has tripled their worth since this Diddy trial. I'm willing to bet it. Because I see it with my own eyes. Meanwhile, everybody got abused and still abused. A lot of victims ain't gonna say nothing. Do y'all now see what we was talking about when I said the ones that's quiet are stupid? They the ones dumb. You mean to tell me you was in this game for 30 years and you ain't getting nothing out of it? Why was Nori on Breakfast Club? Nori is sorry. He's finished. They all finished. They was trying to be so silent that they're all going broke, y'all. So like I said, you was with Megan the band. You ain't trying to get nothing off of this? No money. No lawsuit. That's why it's playing out like this. That's why I got to say this statement. Everyone is aware of the corruption, the privity in entertainment industry, even knows who's in charge. All right? Meaning everybody knows of the corruption, but the thing is, everybody is scared of the corruption. So if you don't believe the power Diddy had, it's simple. You look at what they don't say and do. You did not see 100 to 50 rappers coming at his neck. You did not see 20 men coming at his neck. You are witnessing the power of Diddy or the industry with your own eyes. Because it ain't what they say, it's what they don't say. And you will see nobody had the heart to even sue his ass and say, I'm getting my damn money, regardless. I don't care what y'all think. So now I can prove to y'all what I said months ago. They all gonna go down with this ship. Because these stupid rappers didn't even know. They could have rebranded themselves going against his ass. Let me give you a clue. When I told y'all about how we know how genedeal Ben went at Diddy. My point is this. He separated himself from that man. For whatever reason. Because he knew in history, my legacy gonna be with this man. So I'm not with that man no more. Let me remove myself from this man. And now you're going to see why Gene is free. He's good. He's not scared of Diddy. He's okay. But now look at everybody else. They never separated themselves from Diddy. They're not okay. They're not straight. Because now their legacy is tied in with Diddy. Forever. No separation. So if all of us worked on the Titanic, the captain got in trouble. We didn't say nothing. We didn't say the captain made us work hard. The captain was treating us like dirt. The captain had us doing freak-offs on the Titanic. Nobody said nothing. So all y'all going down with the Titanic. That's it. When the Titanic stops, all y'all jobs are fucking over. It's simple, y'all. I kept telling them how it's going to play out. When I say there's no heroes in this, you're not going to wait till the trial over with and you're going to be some star after that. No. Let's go to what I said, the new stars. Bingo. Like I said, y'all know I've been giving y'all this measurement of what? The YouTube takeover. the Diddy trial coverers, the new tea spillers. Once again, I told you, it's all set up. When I've been throwing hints at y'all about these things. When you on the phone, it's a different timeline. When you on a computer, it's a different timeline. When you on a TV, it's a different timeline. If you got more than one TV, every TV got a different timeline. Yes, it does. Everything I'm telling you, I done did experiments. This right here is from my laptop, one of my laptop's timeline. Tasha K pop up on the timeline. 4,000 watching the live. Breaking, live, Diddy, watch. Now, remember, I told you somebody was here to destroy Tasha K and get her out the way. Remember, I told you that, right? Now I'm going to prove it. Same exact time on my TV. Look who was going live at the same time. TISA tells. How many watching her? 21,000 watching her live. Let's rewind it. 4,100 watching Tasha K. Same exact time, 21,000 watching TISA tells. Tasha K is knocked out the box. Now let me show you the real game. It's not a coincidence. They also even come on the same time Tasha K come on. Why? It's about pattern and algorithm. Tasha K been coming on the same time for a long time. So when you want to take somebody out, you go for their slot. So I'm showing you Tasha K slot, TISA taking a slot. What else I showed y'all yesterday? I'm not subscribed to TISA. What I said yesterday, she's going to be on my timeline regardless. Here's the proof. Not subscribed, turn on TV, certain time. I know the time to turn on. Boom. Here you go. So I'm just showing you the takeover with your own eyes. How Tasha K might have been on this shit 10 years. I don't know. Working her ass off. Famous from Cardi B, going to court. All this drama, all this tea, all Kelly, all this stuff, all these years. Somebody come out of nowhere. Triple her live. Triple her live watches. Triple them. Not dissing nobody. Not exposing nobody. No shenanigans. No stunts. No gossip. And what else? She does not just be in the house. She does not just be in one room. That's why. All right? Shout out to Lovely T. So, this is what I was telling you. They coming for people. Told you, man. It's not that. It's common sense. It's people that had slots for so long, but these slots are corrupt. So, guess what up? Remember I showed you? See, the same time Tasha K come on now, that's the same time TISA and Nancy Grace and others come on. Yup. So, when I said it's not about what you got going on, it's set up where you can't grow no more. Meaning now everybody has a ceiling. When everybody know on YouTube, the law, this was law. The more you do videos, the more you work, you're going to grow. Simple. You're going to grow in time. No matter what it is, you're going to grow. But this is set up where you won't grow. Wherever you at, you're just going to stay right there. That's how it's set up. 21,000 people watching the live, y'all. So I just wanted y'all to see how YouTube is controlled. I'm not subscribed, but it's going to be on my timeline regardless because it's a takeover. All right? Now, also showing y'all it's different timelines on different devices. That's right. Different device. See, if I put on my one TV, it got Google TV on it. That timeline going to be different. Then I got see, I might be on a Samsung. This from the Samsung. This come up. When I turn on that Samsung, top YouTube videos come up, top quality, TISA tell right there. Pop. Meanwhile, I'm checking for Diddy news. When I'm checking for Diddy news, TISA pop up as the national spokesman on YouTube. I know how this shit work. When I showed you that the other day, see if I'm looking on my timeline and I'm looking at the real news because I tap on the real news, NBC. If I'm looking at that and I see TISA right there, I know she's in the real news algorithm, which means she is the representative of, okay, if you want to know the lowdown dirty tea on YouTube, hey, check out TISA Tells. She's legit. That's how it works. You want some more details on the Diddy trial? Check out TISA. That's how it works. So this is what I was telling y'all, how new platforms are growing and others are getting pushed out. Here's my proof with Tasha K. All right? That's it. So it's not a coincidence. This was the same time. That's what I want you to understand. So this was the same exact time. So while Tasha K was doing her live, this was going on at the same exact time. So I'm just showing y'all it's a takeover. Now let's get back to it because Diddy's going to be broke, y'all. He's going to be broke. He's going to be broke. All right? So like I said, they're saying a deliberation. What is the wait about? Is the jury slow? I don't know. But like I said, it's confusing because his charges have nothing to do with all that Astroglide. But I don't think nobody broke it down in court yet what the Astroglide was for. All right? That's why I say I don't think nobody in court broke down what that rope and heels were for neither. And them wigs. I didn't hear nothing about that, did you? So that's why I've been having fun laughing at this whole trial because it's funny. Like I said from day one, it's 2 days going on in this trial. All of the freaky news with the Punisher was for y'all. All right? All the jack-off news, right? All the baby oil stories. That was for y'all. Bathtubs full of baby oil, that's for you. That has nothing to do with the jury, nothing to do with the trial. The evidence is for the content creators to talk about all day. Y'all gonna talk about this, so y'all won't be talking about no real shit. As a matter of fact, y'all don't know the law, y'all don't know the real stuff anyway. That's how this playing out. Now, let's go. Something very disturbing we got to talk about. Because it ain't just Diddy. What's the saying? It's all of them, right? Now, a lot of us know that Dirty DRUSKI has been accused of some stuff. But let's just say it's a lie. It still does not make DRUSKI not a weirdo. And his name is still on that paperwork. Just like LeBron is, just like Odell Beckham is. But DRUSKI is a straight weirdo and a pervert. But once again, I think it's something going on where they just gonna see how much y'all gonna just watch this pervert do what he do. Because I seen some disturbing stuff with DRUSKI. You just tell me what you think. First of all, DRUSKI is accused of jumping on a woman after Diddy told him to do it. Allegedly, Diddy told him pour baby oil on the chick. And allegedly, he belly flopped on the chick, jumped on her, laughing, crushed her ass, laughing, allegedly. But now he's promoting erectile dysfunction medication. This works faster than traditional ED medication. You guys didn't notice how they pushing all these drugs on y'all about, y'all Johnson don't work? You ever seen a generation that Johnson don't work like that, y'all? Yo, y'all, it is, mind you, family, I used to work for Pfizer back in the day, man. I worked there temporarily. I worked there like 2 years. The makers of Viagra, the makers. I was working there when they first made that shit. Guess what? It is more people taking Viagra now than back then, y'all. That's how stupid y'all are. It is so many damn stupid ass people, man. Guess what? A lot of y'all got Johnson problems. A lot of you got to do with drug heads too. They can't get up. Hey, all right, y'all. My people that's whatever. Holler at me. Let's look at this with common sense. How the hell is it more people with erectile dysfunction now than before? No, y'all. Y'all the most bisexual race of people. Y'all the most bisexual generation. And y'all don't know what y'all want. That's why y'all need them pills. I'm just going to say that. You don't know what you want. I think when y'all be switching up so much, y'all be confusing y'all stuff. You see, y'all didn't get it. Y'all be confusing yourself. So you with the woman, but you don't want none of that right now. You got to take a pill. Hey, you might got to do something you ain't trying to do right now. You got to take a pill. You guys are funny, man. I've never seen this many people talking about they take Viagra. What is wrong with y'all? Or did y'all just jack off so much? Are y'all the generation that jacked off on the internet so much y'all stuff just broke now? I'm starting to think so, because this man is a pervert. Now, somebody, you might, hey, look, man, if somebody low-key snitch on DRUSKI, I won't be mad at you, because this man need to be arrested, all right? He be around them, all right. Now, this is what I see very disturbing. Look at what DRUSKI is doing. He's in the woods. He's by trees. Look at who DRUSKI is a role model for. Look at DRUSKI fan base. But you already know DRUSKI fan base. You mean he's accused of something with Diddy, but he's still out here working like nothing ever happened. and people are still watching him and liking him, those church camps hit different. DRUSKI at a church camp. Somebody's getting trolled. DRUSKI is at a church camp. Let's rewind it. Let the people tell you what it is. Everyone is aware of the corruption, the privity around entertainment industry. Even knows who's in charge. Nothing Diddy says or evidence of others' crimes is ever going to undo or justify the accountability that is owed by Diddy and his friends to the victims. Told you, man. They have no clue they're all under surveillance, which means they not slick and get away with nothing. When I tell you a lot of people don't like them, y'all. What's up, Black? They're going to keep playing with, they playing with everybody, y'all. They playing with everybody. No, see, they're disrespecting people. They're disrespecting people, and they be telling people you ain't got no God. And now we're going to disrespect your God because you ain't believing your God anyway, and you don't hold them up, and you don't go hard for them, and you ain't going to fight for them. You ain't going to say nothing. That's why they do it. That's why they've been doing it. Yeah, that's right. That's what they're doing. And they also know that they're blind because when you're not blind, you know what you're looking at. So that's how I go. That's right. That's right, Smoke. The delusion. What's up, Anna? And before they put the Astroglide on, they probably going to say, take that. Yeah, DRUSKI took that Astroglide very well. Because like I said, I know who this is for. I know a lot of these people went through that star treatment. That's right. I'm not going through it today, but we already know the facts. When you become a star, you got to go see Diddy or he going to come see you. That's right. Went through the whole thing already. He going to come see you, and that's why he got all them Astroglides. You going to come to that house. Are you in Miami? Come to the house. No. Catch you at the freak off. Catch you at the freak off party. Yeah, that's right. I'll catch you there. No, y'all. We know what this is about. What's the saying? He did it to the men. One more time. He did it to the men. Simple. He's not going to get fried for no men because no men ain't testified. They were willing participants, Your Honor. That's his defense. I think when he said willing participant, I think that debunked all the dildos and baby off on the rip. So I think ever since it was consensual and nobody claimed that he put that stuff on them, I think they just said, hey, we didn't want to talk about that. But we ain't finished with DRUSKI, y'all. Why is DRUSKI at sleepaway camps, church camps, and at the same time selling erectile dysfunction medicine? Told you they think people stupid. They say at least the older generation went hard. They try to get people cancer for real. They say y'all never try to cancel nobody. They say y'all didn't participate in the Me Too movement. They say, yo, why when it comes to sex, why when it comes to abuse of minors and women, why y'all never say nothing? Why? Why do you guys only go hard for certain things? What the hell is wrong with y'all? I guess that's how y'all guys are. Let's go. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? His name was mentioned. He was named in accusations. Let me show you how my people do it when I show y'all this should be funny as hell. This man sent this to the Department of Justice. Remember I showed y'all last time when they were destroying their ass? They be sending that shit to the FBI. They be sending that shit to everybody, government officials. They sent that to the Department. I told you they want his ass locked up. Don't nobody care what y'all think. They want his ass locked up. They sent this shit to the Department of Justice. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? The question is, why nobody else ain't asking that? Because they're stupid. That's why. It's called playing in y'all face because you're blind. You're blind, baby. You're blind to the facts. You can't see what I can't see. Heavy D told y'all, man. You're blind, baby. You're blind to the facts. Blind to the facts. Know about everything else. Blind to the facts. They ain't got no glasses on, y'all. No glasses. Get it? I told you. Now I'm going to keep showing you nobody is going for none of this shit. Nobody believes it. They looking at all these people like, what the hell is wrong with them? They are some freaky, weird, perverted idiots. See that? In Turkish, thank you, and in Dutch. In Europe, that's right. Don't forget the Dutch is the country that gave you Harlem. The Dutch still gets money off Harlem. That's why you're going to go through that Holland Tunnel. That's right. The Dutch knows about this very well. That's right. Let's go. Let's look at it again, y'all. Because remember, DRUSKI was accused of pouring baby oil on a woman and jumping on her and all type of stuff. And they were laughing, allegedly. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? He was named in accusations. Department of Justice. Huh? Didn't I tell you? Everybody outside of rap ain't stupid. They don't care about what you talking about. That's why I'm going to keep showing you other races. See his face? All right. Now let me show you somebody else to show you. It's a world thing. It's a world thing, and it's bigger than what we thought it was. Hold up. Let me get the other proof right here. See Pablo Garcia? He's not in the rap. Everyone is aware of the corruption. Bingo. I'm going to just leave right there. Everyone is, that's it. He don't got nothing to do with rap. He know about the corruption. He don't got nothing to do with rap. He know the corruption. Y'all got it twisted. No, Christians are not the most forgiving. It's rap fans. Because rap is a new religion. But y'all don't get, ever since Tupac and Biggie, a lot of these idiots were praising Tupac, and they started praising rap. They started praising Tupac more than Jesus, and they started praising rap more than religion. And that's when rap became a religion. And when 2000 came in, the Babylonian religion accepted was goddamn rap music. That's right. And it created a Babylonian nation. Babylonian nation is really the rap generation. That's what it is. A bunch of people that talk mumbo jumbo, a bunch of people that don't agree with one thing. They all different things. They all a bunch of nothing, but they all together. Babbling idiots. They talk ebonics. They support stupidity. No, that's y'all. Get it? And that's why you don't get what DRUSKI doing, but everybody else get it. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? He was named in accusations. Department of Justice. Now let's look at it. Huh? What'd he say? Why isn't DRUSKI on trial? I don't know. I don't know. Why is he at a sleepaway camp? Why is he at a camp in the woods? You know what the woods mean around here, don't you? We just spoke about that the other day. Told you, man, they showing you who they are, man. Showing you who they are right in your face. Huh? Right in your face. What'd he say? Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? He was named in accusations. So you mean to tell me DRUSKI got in trouble and then he started being around more? Even though they all put it on Drake and they got all the proof with DRUSKI, then I tell y'all, everybody's put it on Drake. Somehow America got all the pedos. It's proven facts too. Proven facts. Somehow it was just Drake. Somehow. Wow. Wow. That's why I told you Drake got the last laugh, because since he got accused in a dumbass rap, everybody else got accused in real life. Y'all didn't get that part. Also, Drake is separated from his country right now because he knows rap is going. He knew black entertainment was going to crash too. He knew. That's why a while ago, before all this shit started, I've been showing you how Drake, he makes more money overseas anyway. He don't need America. But probably when it's all over, he'll probably be back. So, why is DRUSKI doing? Why? Okay, let's say DRUSKI was never with Diddy. Why is he promoting erectile dysfunction medication? Family, his whole fan base is young people. That's his whole fan base. Nobody grown listening to no damn DRUSKI, y'all. Nobody grown. And if you do, you're a grown ass kid. Nobody cares about no DRUSKI. He's a weirdo. Blonde hair on him means weirdo. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. When you see that skin color, beard, that hair means weirdo. But he might also be a beard for real. He might be a woman. Who knows? All right? But I'm just going to show you this weirdo. See that? This called trolling, y'all. He's trolling. He's trolling, y'all. So what? I'm accused of Diddy. All right? So I'm just showing you. This is what the people saying. Kai Cenat is 100% without a doubt Diddy's son. We went into that already. I'm going to leave that alone. Went into that. He looks like him. Acts just as fake as him. Don't forget they said that Kai Cenat home was not too far from Diddy's home. If I'm not mistaken, I think the freak off missed something. I don't know, one of them. Proven already. He looks like him. Also just as fake as him. He talks like him, sounds like him. His voice and his face are the exact same. Come on. DRUSKI is G-A-Y as well. They all in on it. Bingo. What I kept saying is all of them, right? They all in on it. When we went through all this already, like I said, we already ahead. When I kept saying what? Everything played out already. All details came out already. I think Kai Cenat is his bastard son. But I also say he's a new Diddy. Diddy controlled rap, inspired them with rap. Kai Cenat's job was to inspire the new generation to be flunky-ass content creators and flunky-ass streamers. Yeah. Control. Guess House also knows was control. I did a video about 3 different people, and for 3 different people, I'm not going to say they struck the channel, but what they do is, this is a while ago, they'll make you put the video on 18 and up. Well, I'm going to say this. I spoke about certain people, and they made me put the video on 18 and up, but now I figured it out. It's because they fans are 18 and under, and they didn't want me to mess up their flow. That's right. Remember when I told you my channel is 18 and up? Well, certain videos, they'll make, if they can't shut your video down, they'll make it 18 and up. So the young people won't get to see it. I told y'all most of these people's channel is not on 18 and up. Most of their fan bases are youngsters, y'all. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. I'm not going to say the names, but I know who they are, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. You just think of the main YouTubers that got young fans. So when I got told to put my videos, I speak about people every day, but specific people, they made the video had to go 18 and up. And that, I'm telling you, it's so much shit happened, I put it all together a long time ago. Just so happened, these 2 names right here and another name, yup. When I told, and another thing with them 2, like with Kai Cenat, you make a video of him, and they ain't gonna go nowhere. So I know all the chicks, I know all the people you can't really talk about, I'm telling you. But that's how I started knowing who's who. Not playing with you. Let's go. They got a job to do. All right? What they say? DRUSKI is G-A-Y as well. They all on it. They all in on it. They all in on it. Who else? Kevin Hart. That's right. Like he never was with Diddy at all. With him more than so many other people. Meanwhile, we know about Kevin Hart. Old ass man. We know what he be doing. That is Diddy bastard son. Look at the pink chair with the bunny rabbit. Huh? These guys are right in your face. You know who they are, right? I don't got to tell you who they are. Use your eyes. All right? Use your eyes. They jokesters and tricksters. All right? Meanwhile, why is Kevin Hart still out here? Why none of y'all did not go on a campaign to destroy none of them? Why y'all didn't tell them to get their ass out of here? Why none of y'all just didn't? Do y'all love entertainment so much that you just don't want to destroy your toys? Are you one of them people, when it's time to donate your clothes, you just want to keep the shit? Why y'all did not destroy all these people? Why? Because everybody's all together. That's why. Keep telling you, man, it's a black entertainment thing. But this is what you're going to get to your head again today, for those who don't get it. Nobody respects none of them. Nobody is with none of this shit. And eventually, they're all going to get dealt with. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When I keep telling you this thing is bigger than what you think, nobody in America is going for this shit. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? Department of Justice sent it directly to them. Why? If y'all fighting sex trafficking and all this stuff, why the hell is they still around? No, because after Diddy, everybody else going to be next. That's why. Keep letting them make their money. All right? This is why I keep telling you. This ain't personal. I just know where I'm at, and I know what's going on. Whatever y'all thought was going on is never coming back, no time soon. Just mark your schedule for 3.5 more years. It ain't nothing gonna stop. Meaning they all will be gone, one way or another. They can't go nowhere. Everybody knows who they are. This America. Now let's look overseas. Let's go back to Europe. Everybody knows. Turkey, Amsterdam, whatever. Nowhere to run, y'all. Everybody knows who they are, what this is about. So when I said this bigger than rap, only people believe this shit is rap. Fans. Because they say fanatics never get enough, so it don't matter what they do. Fanatics just love them. So long as DRUSKI make them laugh, they don't care about what DRUSKI got going on. But the secret also is most of that community got touched on. Most of them got touched on, or most of them do the touching. That's their culture. That's why they accept it. But nobody else does. And that's why all they ass going to jail and all they ass going to be gone. Because they're nothing but freaks. All right? So you ain't into this shit, meaning you ain't going to say nothing, but other people are. And that's why we where we at today. That's going to be all of their ass. It's the reason why Jay-Z ran to Paris. It's the reason, man. They all going to get dealt with. Remember, if Diddy gets his time, it's going to be a chain of events from the top to the bottom. That thing going to start crumbling. Yes, it is. All right? Because the sharks, the wolves going to say, who's next? We need some more content. Who's next? Matter of fact, DRUSKI, you was with Diddy. That's right. What am I showing you? Everybody knows DRUSKI's a weirdo. Hey, all y'all celebrities are weirdos now, especially y'all new ones. Y'all are so fucking sorry and pitiful. Y'all are so much ashamed. Y'all are fucking clowns, too. Y'all are so funny, man. We actually gonna make money off y'all while laughing at y'all ass. We never dealt with this stuff. Bingo. Everybody knows who DRUSKI is. Why you don't know? Why y'all don't say nothing? Everybody else knows. Huh? Why nobody else say nothing? Because they only get mad at racism. That's why. Not rapism. Here's the proof. Hypocrites. See? Now you got your proof. It's just Diddy. But everybody been with him for years. They ain't do nothing. Everybody been with Diddy accused. Somehow they're around what? Murders. Certified. Certified pedophile. All right? That's right. This who they are, and everybody knows. Now, let's get into Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard has been thrown in the trash. But I get to prove again what I say. Since LeBron James and the rest of the gang been down with the NBA, did it get better or did it get worse? When I said it's a culture thing, this is not just about hip-hop. It's about every single person and everything y'all down with. Y'all top favorite is what? Hip-hop and basketball. Today, I'm going to show you why it's over for all of them in basketball. It's all over. Damian Lillard was the proof. Do y'all know they owe Damian Lillard about $100 million? They said, get out of here. Just go. I knew that was going to happen to Dame. I know when Portland got rid of him, they were disposing of his ass. Yep, sorry to tell you that. Now I'm going to show you something else. Let's go into this chapter of why it's all over. Did y'all forget these black NBA players wanted to be everything else but basketball players? They want to go to clubs. This era treated everything as celebrity. Everything as put your life on blast. But they had no clue. Everything they was doing on this internet was going to be used against them. See, family, we're going to look at it today. Guess what else we're going to look at too? We're going to look at today why them stamps getting cut. They ain't getting cut all the way. But see, this is what I'm going to tell y'all. If you want to be mad the stamps getting cut, be mad at everybody that posted that shit on the internet. We're going to look at that today too. I'm going to keep proving to y'all everything that's happening now, because y'all kept telling everything on that internet. Y'all kept showing certain behavior. Y'all kept doing the same thing for so long, and y'all did not respect this thing called database. Y'all did not understand that every platform, do you know how big the Google engine is so big it might be bigger than some of y'all downtown city. It's a fact. Y'all have no clue. Everything you said and did on this internet was going to be used against you if you're a criminal or you're not flying straight. Meaning, they were supposed to play basketball, but everybody wanted to be an internet sensation, a celebrity. So now, no more checks are getting cut to these people. If you want to be specific, these so-called like black folks, with these guys that like rap music and shit like that, they want to be cool and shit. Yeah, it's a reason why they're not getting no more money. When you want to go to parties and clubs, and then you tell the owner, fuck you, trade me, I don't want to play it no more, fuck you. Now they sticking it to all of them. I'm going to prove it to y'all. All right? Because it's all tied together with LeBron, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, it's all together. But first, it's a reason why everybody does not respect them, because they clowns. Let's go. This why nobody cares about these guys no more. This is why their careers are over. If you ain't paying attention to the NBA, they broke all of them down, let all of them see you ain't nothing, and you're going to take what we give you now. All right? Because they were doing everything except for playing basketball, mastering their craft, and the number one thing they was not doing was filling up those seats with black audiences. They was not filling the seats up. Then telling owners they want to be traded. Then want to hang around with rappers getting drunk, going to strip clubs, throwing money. No. Only thing happened was these corporations used their ass until they had a chance to what? Replace their ass. I've been watching this replacement since 2019, and I'm going to prove it today. For finally, I'm going to show you no black basketball player has no more power, no more clout in this NBA. I told you already they are only used for jersey sales and viewership and ticket sales. That is it. They don't run shit. They sidekicks. I'm going to prove it. What up, punches? But no matter who he goes to, they have to pay him that $113 million. $22.5 million a season for the next 5 years, and he can go wherever he wants. Exactly. So look, you're talking about Dame Lillard. We're going to get into that. But I want y'all to see, right? Y'all know the grainy footage is going to be grainy because it's old league footage. But this is the shit that basketball players, this is the shit they was doing, y'all. The question is, how you think the NBA executives feel when they saw this? Didn't I tell you it was a big black party? What this got to do with playing basketball? James Harden didn't win no championship at all. So guess what they said? Goodbye. 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 Let's go. NBA fans stunned as Damian Lillard reportedly waived, dropped, cut. Damian Lillard reportedly waived by the Bucks. And they traded him for a nobody. Miles Turner's all right, but he been in the NBA. No, they said, Dame, get out of here. All that Dame time shit, y'all don't play defense. Y'all from an era of trying to look cute, trying to score as many points as y'all can, so y'all get the most money on y'all contract. The secret is, y'all era were playing for contracts and shine. Now, most of the country stopped watching NBA. Why? Because of the monopoly. Political agendas and want to be celebrities, and that's why they told your ass shut up and dribble. But y'all didn't want to dribble and play the game, so now you're getting replaced. Damian Lillard is reportedly preparing to drop a diss track targeting the Bucks. Why? That's y'all culture. Y'all don't know how to talk. You don't know how to communicate. Everything y'all do is through rap. The question is, do you think the Bucks gonna respect his rap song? No. But what if I told you the reason why his ass ain't in the NBA like that, or the reason why they cut his ass, because they know that Dame really want to be a rapper, his name Dame Dollar. But he didn't know that when he started calling himself Dame Dollar and he started trying to rap, he lowered his basketball stock. Michael Parsons on the Cowboys doing the same thing. See, these owners are tricky. They say, go ahead and rap, guys. Start your podcast. But little do you know, we're going to use all that shit against you. You ain't no basketball player. You're a podcaster. You ain't focused. You ain't even focused. You focus on your rap. You're not focused. We're not even winning. Use it against their ass. Now, let's prove it. Giannis, 2021, I did a video on Giannis, and I was talking about the foreign takeover. That year, he won a championship. Since 2018, I'm just going to show y'all. Let's go, because I got the facts today. See that? The new era. It was the new era. Now you see why I say the end of an era? I keep telling y'all this is a series I'm doing live for y'all every day. The end of an era. You was in an era. You got to learn time frames. You got to learn that when one era dies, another one is created. This whole era is dead. Everything under it. The rap music you love. This is 2003, 22 years ago. I remember like yesterday, because people forget, these were the first NBA players controlled. After Allen Iverson, Shaq, Chris Webber, black people actually controlled the NBA through many ways. Viewership was the main thing. Jersey sales, sneaker sales, commercial revenue. So when I've been seeing, black Americans don't even do commercials no more. When I seen Giannis getting all the commercials, I knew what time it was. Joker getting all the commercials. I started seeing the international players get all American commercials. I've been knew what time it was. They started controlling these people, y'all. That's what happened. The NBA said we're only going to pick ones we control. It's called AAU programs. They would get them out of programs because they were already programmed to play their position. The old generation, you can't tell them what to do. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. Allen Iverson was the clue. After him, they said will be no more. After Kobe, no more. All of them you know had mentality, I'm going to do what I want. You won't run me. This era started the control. We will not invest in no more of these black players unless we control them. Period. But they started to get rebellious. And they set them up with this thing called play empowerment. Play empowerment meant we're going to act like we're giving you power, but the power we give you is really going to be to shoot yourself. That's right. Because you give somebody freedom, but if they don't know how to be free, you're going to still be dumb. Huh? If I free you from prison, but you still never got smart, your dumb ass will be right back in that prison. Simple. Science. Now, to freshen up your memory, this is how real the shit is. Basketball fans, pay attention. This is 2018 when I showed you an American player did not win that MVP since 2018. That was James Harden. Now what I'm going to show you. This is before the pandemic. This is all of your black stars, all your black American stars except for Joel Embiid. He's from the motherland. But Philly, it's been a replacement in Philly. Philly, y'all didn't notice there's so many damn foreigners in Philly. It's been like that. Back to this. Everybody you see on this goddamn shit was a somebody, but now they are a nobody. James Harden, where he at? DeMar DeRozan, where he at? Steph Curry, okay, he's old. Giannis, he's still here. Joel Embiid, he's still here. But those are two Africans they drafted 10 years ago. Damian Lillard, out of here. Jimmy Butler, out of here. Kyle Lowry, out of here. Klay Thompson, out of here. Karl Anthony Towns, he with the Knicks failing right now. He's not the favorite. None of them are. No more. That fast, that quick. They're out of here. That quick, right in your face. Y'all ain't get it, though. Nope. Let me give you some more. Because James Harden, what I say, they didn't know that these pictures they kept taking online was going to be used against them. Because they were greedy. They were getting basketball money. They still wanted media money. They want to still be famous. They want to still be with rappers instead of just laying low, staying out the way. Nope. Told you. This generation, you live by the internet. Now y'all all going to die by the internet. Because everything you did on the internet, they're using it against you. Let's go. All right? See that? You see this overseas? Everybody knows about America, y'all. Told you. The last people to know about the New World Order was dumb Americans. The whole world been knew about this. See, the whole world been focusing over here forever. That's why I say it. The truth is, a lot of us, we really behind, y'all. See that? Just know, everybody on here that was the favorite ain't no more. That quick. That quick. Where Kawhi Leonard at, y'all? I don't know. Huh? Where you at? See? Before the pandemic, first team all-star. Let's look at where they all at now. Anthony Davis, a joke. He just got kicked off the Lakers. Kevin Durant, a joke. He can't win since Golden State, a joke. He's with Houston Rockets, a joke. LeBron James, a joke. Kawhi Leonard, he can't play like that. These people are the reasons why the NBA say fuck them all. Anthony Davis played for the Pelicans. He wanted to play with LeBron. He made them trade his ass. Then they had to get Zion. He's a failure. They ruined organizations' money. So the organization's sticking it to their ass. Only foreign players now, guys. You'll never get a big bag. Plus, the new generation, they're drug heads, they're junkies, they're rappers, they're gamers. They can't play ball. They have no skills. Y'all last generation was raised in the house on purpose. No outside skills, sorry. And then this generation, and they play basketball, all they know is jump shot. That's all they know. But y'all didn't get, we dumbed y'all generation down on purpose. So in the future, never have to pay y'all ever again. No more. Kyrie Irving. Now let's look at all these niggas. They didn't want to just play ball. He wanted to play basketball and be a goddamn religious man. He wanted to be a basketball player that kicked fake-ass knowledge. Kyrie Irving. Huh? James Harden wanted to be a basketball player. He wanted to be a slash rapper. Paul George, a clown. He wants to be a cool guy. Never won nothing. James Harden never won no ring. Paul George never won no ring. Anthony Davis, he won in the bubble. But my point is, y'all, where they at now? I want y'all to see how fast they ass fucking disappeared. Giannis is now favorite next to Steph Curry. Y'all thought it would never happen, right? No, the end of a fucking era, y'all. It's over with. It's all gone. Pick one. End of an era. You ain't gonna see their ass no more. Meaning, they sidekicks now. Ain't about them no more. Because they ruined the NBA. Now, when I said about LeBron yesterday, now all of them, did they make the NBA better or did they make it worse? Everybody that kept talking about this BS on the internet, did they make it better or worse? For the future, not for them. Jordan and the rest of them, Barkley made it good for them. Larry Bird, Magic made it sweet for them. Did they make it sweet for the new generation of black Americans and poor white trash that can play ball? Did they make it better? No, they didn't. Because now when they want to pick talent, they go overseas. Why? No mouth. Nobody trying to be a rapper. Nobody want to be a star. Get it? Now you got it clear. They're all finished, y'all. From rap, y'all two cultures are gone. Basketball and rap. It's no coincidence Curtis Blow made a rap song called Basketball. That's y'all two things. It's gone now. Here's the proof. Huh? Everybody to the left, finish. Kemba Walker kicked out the league under Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis struggling. All of them are pitiful. They pitiful now, y'all. Everybody in the Jordan era bowed out gracefully. This era going out like clowns. Guess what else? I think everybody out there disrespected is conspiring against their ass too. I think everybody from the older generation is in on destroying their ass. Guess what else? A lot of old players train those overseas players. Yup. See that? The right with the red shows you when they started to replace their ass. Anthony Davis, you don't dominate no more. You replaced with Joel Embiid. Huh? All right. See that, Luka Doncic? You just replaced LeBron James. Meanwhile, this picture is old. To show you it's a replacement in your face. They ready to get rid of Trae Young right now in Atlanta. That's right. They say you guys don't win. You just play for money. So, that's your era. Now what you got left? Nothing. Okay. It's all together, y'all. I just wanted y'all to see. It's a reason why rap is being dismantled and basketball. That's right. I told you it's a little bit of Diddy and everybody. Look like a Diddy party to me. Told you a little bit of Diddy and everybody. This all y'all want to do. Run, sing, dance, that's it. What did they? Hey, yo, y'all, out of all these basketball players, let's keep it real. Let's take the basketball players, the rappers. What did they build? What did they do? What did they accomplish? They all got rich. What did they? I mean, why would we go outside? Let's be honest, y'all. Why our grown ass can't go outside and see nothing created by no celebrity? Nowhere. Even though they're from everywhere in this country, why we can't go see nothing? Only thing you might see is a street sign, and the city had to do that. Why would it came time for these entertainers and sports players? Why would it came time for them to dig in their pockets and come out with some bread to do some shit? Why they never did it? Why their whole life was just banking on taking money. I need my next deal. Get this next deal. I'm gonna chill. Get this next deal. Why? That's all they did, y'all. I don't count on a weak ass organization they get their money to because they tell them what to do with their money and that. Only way they can prove to us they did something, they got to build some shit, y'all. Did you ever see an entertainer with a skyscraper? Anything? With a Trump Plaza? Anything? With their name on it? Anything? Even a warehouse with their name on it? You ever see that? They didn't build shit, y'all. So my point is, the era we just left out of is, we're leaving the era of these people just giving you money. They're not giving anybody no money no more just because. You ain't getting a big bag. They gave y'all so much money, but one thing is proven, you didn't appreciate it. So they said, okay, we will now only get foreigners. All right? So this is why Dame got thrown in the trash. Because they also know Dame was focused on being a rapper, but he never won a championship. Never. The NBA, these platforms are smart. You will not use the NBA to brand yourself. So after rap or after NBA, you will have a career. They make it where after the NBA, either you're going to work for us or you're going to be a nobody. You will not be big after this. Y'all been dedicating so much shit to outside entities, but the NBA make y'all a star. See, y'all come to the NBA as humble little boys from y'all little neighborhoods. A lot of y'all be quiet, right? You're not hood. You're not street. You guys are good guys. But see, when you guys get in this game, you get the money, and then you start acting like you're tough. You start acting like you're street. You start doing stuff y'all started doing stuff to try to impress y'all fans so much. But see, y'all forgot about winning. This is who y'all are now. Y'all all a bunch of TikTokers, Instagrammers, but when it comes to business and grown-ups, they don't respect this shit, y'all. So the thing is, people became a joke so much on the internet, now you looked at it as a fucking joke. Damian fans stunned as Damian Lillard reportedly cut. I ain't gonna say wave. His ass got dropped. Get out of here, Dame. Go back to being a rapper since you want to rap. That's what they said. They say y'all always want to do everything. See Michael Parsons, idiot. He's up for contract. Jerry Jones got to pay him shit. Why? Michael, you a podcaster. I mean, you're not focusing on your craft. You could be better than what you're doing. But you got a podcast, right? Jerry, you said I can do it. I know I said you could do it. That's promotion for us, dummy. Hey, I'm Jerry Jones. I'll take all the promotion we can get. But that has nothing to do with you playing hard, get me this ring. Hear that, boy? So now when you go up for your contract, you ain't gonna get your full contract. Why? You're a fucking podcaster, dummy. That's your dumb ass. Because you guys, is something about headphones and microphones. You can't leave alone. You just got to be talking. Now let's get into the real cuts. What's that? Food stamps. I got your attention yet? Now this is the thing, y'all. Food stamps not getting cut. But what's getting cut is a percentages. A lot of things getting cut. But today you're going to understand something from my perspective. Everything that's getting cut because everybody abused it. We did it in a world where everything has gotten abused, from resources, everything. So, y'all know this country had a drug problem, right? Right? How many drug problems did this country have? The most recent was a fentanyl crisis, right? Fentanyl. Before that was opioid, right? But a lot of y'all didn't comprehend that most of the people that do drugs are on what? Welfare. So the people that's on drugs and welfare made it bad for the people that ain't on drugs. This is the number one thing that made these cuts happen. It's a lot of things I told y'all, but somehow y'all will not believe me. I've been studying this shit on my own. Now, who or where, I'm going to say this. Where was the place that gave everybody cell phones? Holla at me. Who gave everybody cell phones? Where was the program at where anybody can go get a cell phone? Holla at me. Not T-Mobile. That's right, Tiger. But where? Where's the place? Social service. That's right, Star Child. Social service. What you idiots didn't get. Social service gave y'all the phones for a reason. It happened in a certain era. Watched it with my own eyes. Even though some people trying to sell drugs off of them, all that, your whole life was on it. Your whole life was being studied ever since they gave y'all cell phones, that social service, because everybody on welfare was in an experiment program, a study. They also understood the number one hours of traffic was when people don't work. They been knew the welfare recipients from social service, disability are the main people on the internet because we gave y'all the damn phone. That's why I know the internet. Before they gave y'all phones, a lot of y'all was not on this damn internet, period. Because you had to buy the computer. You had to pay for Wi-Fi. You had to buy that shit. A lot of old people got cell phones. Disabled people. Let me make me a little Facebook page. Hey, nephew, can you make my Facebook page? I know where the shit come from. But y'all didn't get. You were always tracked. Meaning, if you was on welfare, you was never supposed to put your business on this shit. Never. Y'all didn't understand that. Y'all didn't understand in this family. Everybody is born with the right to privacy, man. But y'all kept throwing y'all privacy away. You kept telling your whole fucking life on the internet. Now you ain't got no privacy. I keep telling you these things, man. You told so much business. Now you ain't got no business or business. You told everything. Guess what else? They banning selling dinners from your house. Huh? I saw the law print out for Virginia. They passed them yesterday. Selling anything in a styrofoam plate is illegal. Why? I know what that means. Mad people were selling dinners out their house. It's a crime now. Told you, man. Where was they doing it at? Facebook. Kept telling them. Trapping on Facebook, selling drugs. No. You keep getting mad at the wrong people. Until you blame yourself, until you blame these people, you ain't gonna never get it. Everything that's being shut down right now we speak, everything going against people, they did it on the internet. I've been covered this. Members only. Y'all know we spoke about this already. That's right. Somebody with EBT for sale because I hate spending cash on groceries. Then y'all don't understand so many goddamn spies, so many fake spies on that shit. Telling. No, y'all, I keep saying it's all in fucking database. Why the hell are we going to keep giving them these stamps? We done figured out most of these bastards sell them. They don't fucking work. They're drug heads. What else? They're on the internet working hours talking shit. They found out the hours y'all talk the most shit about people is 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., all till the kids get out. Kids get out of school, you take your little break, and then you're going to hop back on that bitch 4, 5 o'clock. They done studied your whole shit. Why? It's called posting. From the postings. Let me see something real quick. See that? Now, see, I just told you to your face. See, I know the shit, y'all. Look at this post right here. Who got them good old food stamps? Look at the time, 11:25 a.m. Told you, I know the nigga algorithm. No, I know that shit because I know how this shit started. Because when I used to use this shit at first, when I was cutting hair, I always knew how to use social media, man. I know what time people come. I know all that shit. I know when I was in the street what time people gonna come out and buy their weed. I know what time you're gonna get your blunt. That's right. That's right. You're predictable. See that? 11 a.m., 25 a.m. That person don't work. That's what it means. They don't fucking work. You didn't get it. When every single state, you think of every city and every state that gave out cell phones and everybody did not want to accept that Facebook was a government app. It was their shit. Facebook was ran by the blue. That's their shit. That's why you got a phone under which regime? Who gave you the phones? Who said get a phone? Who started trending topics? Who started all this shit? You didn't know that. These were your life trackers. Social service said you're going to be on social media and you're going to tell us everything. Y'all social life will be media, meaning it will be entertainment. It will be our news that we don't know. We never knew what went on in your house. We never knew what went on in your fucking life. Now we know everything. Cut that shit. I got 190 in EBT for sale. Who got EBT for sale? Good morning. Anybody got? Yeah, do you see this shit? People so dumb. Can't even say, yo, they don't even know talking cold, y'all. That's my point. They're so stupid, they can't even talking cold. All that this shit like that. Look, yo, who got them things, man? Who got, no, people say yamps. People say a lot of different things. Who got them things? Whatever. It's ways to talk. Look, they didn't get it, man. They didn't know on Facebook. I can go right now, put in hashtag EBT, all that shit gonna come up. Facebook been like that. They could put in any word and see who everybody talking about. When it was PPP loan, all they had to do was this. Hashtag PPP. All y'all shit coming up. Yo, who want a PPP loan? I don't do a PPP loan. I want one. Yo, I'm doing PPP. All that shit in the database, y'all. Y'all was so fucking dumb. Y'all all shot yourself. It's a reason why this happened, y'all. Nah, y'all. It's a reason why they stopping everything. It has nothing to do with the regular people. The regular people have to be mad at the criminals. The people that was drug heads. You're also looking at drug head activity. You also ain't looking at these stupid ass people got kids. They got kids posting their food stamps, y'all. In 2020s. This era sold more food stamps than the crackhead era. What are you talking about? Sorry, guys. You guys are ready to be straight trash. They selling their kids. It's the reason why these kids start looking all skinny. No, don't joke on them kids that they wearing skinny jeans. Their ass was starving. That's why they had to wear skinny jeans. They were skinny. Skinny as hell. Starving, man. I felt bad for these kids, man. I know what their mother was doing. Selling their shit for blunts, all type of shit. Selling food stamps to pay their phone bill to be on this shit all day. Because, see, they'll be broke as fuck as long as their phone bill paid, they straight. Because they didn't know. Social service watching their ass. Every time y'all posted, you were posting the time. Your social worker knew you ain't fucking working. Your social worker knew you wasn't about shit, but they kept seeing your posts. Because you know what? You also was too stupid to hide your email. That's how you got tricked. See, they knew a lot of y'all was going to be on Facebook. You're going to get so many friends, you ain't never going to want to change that page. You ain't never going to change that email. That's why y'all got trapped up. So don't get mad. Somehow y'all kept forgetting social service meaning government. So like I said, it was all a joke. Remember next month is Thanksgiving. So don't go selling all your food stamps. Look at Ricky Smiley joking. Told you, man, they made that shit hot. I don't know why they would not accept that Facebook was the gov, even though they got their phones from the gov. Told you, y'all, this time they destroyed themselves, and they destroyed themselves with social media. Yeah, you're going to talk about how the natives got conquered. You're going to talk about all these other wars, but this war, they took themselves out with this thing called the internet. That's what happened. Ain't nobody do shit to them. They did it to themselves. For decades, since the 60s, them people knew how to lay low, don't put their business out there. They always wanted to know how the hell do they make it? How the fuck do they make it? But back in the day, they had loan sharking, all type of shit to make it. But see, this generation would tell everything. So then they figured out how the fuck y'all make it. Oh, y'all sell food. Oh, y'all sell liquor, stamps. Oh, that's how y'all make it. Oh, so she works and he sells drugs. Oh, I get it. Oh, she on welfare and he sells drugs. Oh, she do hair in the house. And she sells stamps? Okay, got him. Because every time she posts, who looking for their hair done? I'm doing hair. They looking at your shit for months and months and months. Same time. And that morning. When I said, yo, everybody's in on it. When I said your family, you will clearly see every day the same time the celebrities will hit the live button on Instagram and start going live. They all start going live at 10 o'clock. Yeah. Color people time. They were performing every day for the welfare recipients. Welfare recipients you will put in a trap. Meaning, if we was in the house 4 years, they gave everybody a clear chance to get their shit together. Now, what I mean by that is, it is people that do need assistance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Even if you had to get assistance, family, it's so many things. It's a part-time job will easily replace that shit so quick. 2 days work. You can pick up a job on the damn weekend and make more than damn food stamps, y'all. That's just the facts for some people. Or get it? So meaning you had to sell them. If you had to just get something extra and keep your stamps. The thing is, people didn't respect stamps as money because they didn't look at it like, well, the more food I buy is gonna save me cash. So that's why I say I always knew they was stupid. See, look, I'm a hustler. Common sense. Why would I sell 190 of my stamps when them 190 in stamps gonna save me 190 cash? Y'all never mastered that shit. You just dumb. That's why. So I always knew back then, honest God truth, I always knew if I did sell them shits, you sell like some petty shit, 60, 40, 50, some light, no more than 80 or some light shit. Because you're going to spend it in cash anyway. So you're only cheating yourself. And you got a whole month, you're going to be spending so much cash on food. You jerk yourself in the end. That's why I say a lot of y'all was never smart anyway. Because the more stamps I got, the less cash I got to spend. But a lot of them had to spend their stamps so they can order Chick-fil-A. Get it? So they can order Chipotle. Got to sell them stamps to eat other food. Why? That generation, their ass can't cook. That was also a setup. But guess what? Now it's all being used against them. When I keep telling you, everything you love going to disappear. Don't get mad at people. Get mad at these Negroes running their mouth. Get mad at everybody running their mouth. All on EBT. Look, EBT, all on Facebook. I'm going to show you where else they were selling them at. You telling me it's illegal to sell your food stamps? Now, mind you, all these memes on Facebook, Instagram. God know everything. They let it rock. They let it go on. Now it's over. Because they also knew during the pandemic, somebody had to buy that food. When that food was getting spoiled and old, somebody got to buy that food. The stamps keep the shelves moving. That's what it's for. The food stamps keep the store moving when the people with cash don't spend money. People that spend cash on shopping don't shop every day. People that got cash only shop on certain days when they're available to go shopping due to their work schedule and other things. But they know people with welfare shop 9 times out of 10 every day. Somebody disabled or on welfare is going to buy, you got to go get some stuff. That keeps the supermarket going. But now, since I showed you, them closing Kroger, they're closing supermarkets. Why? Because food stamps getting cut. And they say y'all wasn't buying food anyway. But you ain't looking at them Kroger jobs help people work. So when you spend your food stamps at Kroger, that help people work at Kroger. But since you started selling y'all stamps, Kroger ain't making no money. Kroger got to close. Nobody going to work. Who else started firing workers? Walmart. Y'all sell y'all stamps. Walmart don't need workers no more. It's a reason, y'all. This shit was a chain of, man, y'all have no clue of this shit they pulled. Meaning, they know how to kill 8 birds with 1 stone, y'all. Now you getting your stamps cut. Now they done closed up Walmarts. That's jobs. They done closed up Kroger's. That's jobs. Why? It wasn't shopping. What's the other reason why? Half the country became drug heads. It wasn't eating no damn food. That's what happened. This could be us, but you sold all the food stamps. You know, a lot of y'all saw this meme, but I'm showing you. This was the joke in y'all community. Y'all don't appreciate shit. Y'all the main ones talking about the gov. At the same time, getting shit from the gov, selling your stamps. No, y'all, this why the shit getting cut. Get it fucked up. Keep telling y'all, man, it's a reason for everything. When I said they kept going to get somebody so hard on this internet, I think on some of y'all timeline, y'all was dissing 47 on the same timeline. I got them stamps. No, y'all, told you, man, y'all was talking too fucking much. What is this? Food stamps being sold on Craigslist. Now, this part, I did not know they was going this low. Trading food stamps for cash, $80. This is America, y'all. This is why I always gotta apologize to all the crackheads. I love y'all, man. Everybody that was a crackhead, changed their life, cleaned up, you still living. I love y'all, man, because y'all got the most blame for everything. Y'all was not the worst. No, we seen the worst generation just now, and there wasn't no such thing as a crack pipe. Nope. Hell no. Hell no. And I knew crackheads wouldn't say all they fucking stamps. I knew crackheads that'll go food shopping, buy their kids so much worth of shit, they ain't gonna get high. See, I'm gonna tell you about the real crackheads. See, they take care of their house, then they go get high. And they might be gone about 2-3 days, but everything is in the house, everything. You didn't grow up like that, sorry. This is the worst era, y'all. They were selling ass on Craigslist and food stamps. All right? So don't get mad, y'all. Just understand. All this shit happened. It was allowed to happen for a decade plus. Ain't nobody say shit. But now it had to stop. That's what happened. So what you got left? No, y'all. It's a reason, man. We talk about this abuse shit. People abuse every goddamn thing. Humans, they abuse EBT cards. And y'all know damn well people gonna give you their EBT card with the PIN number. Huh? Here you go. But they forgot about 5G. So when I said 5G don't work no more, you got a card, but they can go check the camera at the store and see you ain't even the one that's swiping the card. Because you thinking social service stupid. That's what I meant by 5G technology the same. You also didn't get that Walmart as a gov. Guess what? Walmart, Facebook, might well say they the same people. That's why your whole life was Facebook going to Walmart, but the whole life you've been getting trapped. And they already been through this shit. I'm telling you, man, it's been a trap, man. That's why when y'all got y'all food stamps and started going to Walmart, they had all farm-raised food in that shit. Yup. When they started, remember it was a thing a long time ago when they started complaining about people going to buy the steak and shrimp? Walmart got smart. I say about 20 teens somewhere. All the shrimp farm raised. All the tilapia started coming out of nowhere. The tilapia was for y'all. All this farm raised shit for y'all stamps. That's what that was for. When I was getting stamps, back in the day, take them shit straight to the real seafood spot. The real shit. Fresh butter. Y'all use my shit. Give me a pound, give me 2 pounds of that whitey. Give me some of that, a pound of them spots. Let me get some of them jumbo shrimp. The real shit. Not no fucking supermarket in the bag. Sorry. Family, it was never no such thing as fresh seafood in the bag, y'all. No. So when they realized all y'all were buying seafood, all that shit was farm raised. That's why y'all making seafood salad. You making all these shrimp dishes, shrimp white as hell. Fake. They got hip, y'all. They started giving y'all farm raised salmon, all that shit. Because they knew. It was a control thing. All right? So as you see, USDA releases new SNAP data as Congress weighs food aid cuts. The fiscal year 2024 data is the latest indication of how much states could pay for the anti-hunger program. Because America kept thinking it was better than every other country. Somehow it's the most people here fucking starving and homeless. How? It's people living here in the third world country when I kept saying they were promoting live off the grid and they were promoting being homeless. But now this is one of the poorest countries of ever. Yes, it's a fact. And the most country that need public assistance. But the only thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. Only thing is, this is the country that had the biggest fucking mouth. The country that need the government the most, but the country that talk about the government the most. The country that don't know nothing about law at all. But they know everything about entertainment. That's why it's like this, y'all. Your fucking place is just over with, man. All right? Selling stamps on Craigslist. You can't get lower than that. Now, let's get back to this. Y'all didn't forget about this, did you? Smokey's next, y'all. Smokey's next. This for the old generation. But see, Smokey was doing the exact same thing Diddy did. He was just doing it his way in his time. Smokey's shit was done slick because instead of him having a cassie, he had a bunch of what? Maids. This is what I tell you. The reason why they was able to get away with so much, because they also would specifically have workers at their house that don't speak English. I'm going to say it again. Smokey ass, he didn't want to go to jail. Meaning, Smokey knew that ICE was doing them roundups in California. They knew. But see, a lot of these rich people, they got people on their land not supposed to be here. And this is how they become a prisoner. Because you working for Smokey, but you're not from this country. You ain't got no paperwork. You're actually Smokey's slave. This how they've been doing it, y'all. Disguised as maids, cooks, lawn care. Whole time, a house in the back, strictly for his slaves. I mean, maids. So, when word got out to the world that it's going to be a lockdown on anybody ass dealing with this stuff against ICE, meaning anybody dealing with foreign entities, this is why I keep telling y'all, the reason why California is mad, because they the main state that uses migrants. They need migrants. See, that's a thing too, y'all. Some states need migrants more than others. That's why California been crying so much, because they a fucking desert city, a desert state. They need foreign. They need all the shit they can get. And they need cheap labor. That's why they cry the most. When you're in California and you can pay somebody in illegal dirt cheap to do your mansion, huh? When you can hire and don't got to pay them like that. That's what they was doing, y'all. Slavery was still going on. Yes, it was. So some of the migrants, to be truthful, some of them was in bondage. Because if Smokey Robinson got maids, but say somebody sold him no maid, because them maids worked for him for a while. So it's 2025. Let's say Smokey, because some of the maids go back to 2008. So let's say in 2008, somebody from a cartel sold Smokey about 3 women. They're going to be your maids. He had these maids all the time in his house, working for him. But now they're grown. He take care of them. But now, on the TV, it's being said that anybody in this country, your ass better leave. It's your last warning. Next thing you know, they left Smokey and told on his ass. Because they didn't have no choice. Why? Their ass was going to get shipped out. They were scared. So they were scared of ICE. But it also was a way to get away from Smokey. That's what happened, y'all. Because they were not supposed to be here. They were with Smokey since 2008 with no legitimate paperwork. So, to sum it all up, when you heard about what Smokey did, it's very possible. Why? Smokey knew one thing. He knew they couldn't tell on him. That part he knew. He knew they could never tell on him because they was not supposed to be here. Get it? That's why you always hear this stuff about what they do to the maids, because he was having sex whenever he feel like it. Get it? What they gonna say? What they gonna say, y'all? I take care of you. You work for me. I got you in your house in the back. What you gonna say? Where you going at? Who you gonna tell? You got it good here. Smokey. All right? But not just Smokey. A lot of celebrities. Not just black neither. They were hiring help, but they were really their slaves, y'all. Because when you rich like Smokey and them, you don't just have anybody out your house every day. They don't just have people clean. They don't work like that. No, I got to know you. You ain't just going to be coming to my house working and leaving off the property, going home, telling your friends how my house look and coming back to work. No, when you work for me, you're going to stay on this property. You work for me. You stay right back there. That's how this shit work. But the thing is, y'all, that's also how they had sex slaves disguised as maids. Get it? If you want the maid to come give him a shower in the bath, that's what's going to happen. If he wants some head, that's what's going to happen. His wife in on it too. Remember, with Smokey, don't forget, his wife is so-called with it too. But, no, y'all, that's why they showing you. Smokey's from the 60s. I kept saying that. Everything you watching is from the 60s to now. That's y'all era. But they showing it. Y'all whole era, y'all been nothing but abusive freaks. See Nori? See Drink Champs Diet? Now what am I showing you? Remember when I showed you in the last day, they ain't going to have nothing left. What I say? When it's all said and done, they're going to be listening to each other and interviewing each other. You see Nori growing his hair out? Because Nori know he ain't going to get no money. You better start showing some feminine, Nori. That's right. Nori talks run champs, drink champs. No, drink. It's called Drink Champs Bent Over. Can you see how Nori been acting ever since his man Diddy been in trouble? Even though Diddy is the man that gave this nigga a platform on Revolt. Before that, Nori was fucking crying, y'all. I'm going to pull it up. He was crying. Nobody want to mess with him no more. I did all this for FORREAL. I'm the one who helped FORREAL. I found FORREAL first. Nori started talking about the Rainbow Mafia, telling. Diddy pulled this man out the straight gutter. You see the things Diddy get? The question is, Do you see Nori and Charlamagne playing make-believe? Acting like they're OGs, Diddy and Jay-Z is not fucked up right now? Charlamagne can't. He knows shit. Charlamagne knows it's over. Let's look at Charlamagne, y'all. Who brought the world Charlamagne? Wendy Williams. What's going on with her right now? Finish. Who else did Charlamagne bow down to? Diddy. Where he at? Finish. Who else he bow down to? Jay-Z. Where he at? Finish. Charlamagne is also scared because he has to worry about if anything else gonna come back up on him, like that Jessica stuff or some other stuff. Look at Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club. I've been stopped watching that years ago. Can you see Charlamagne? They don't have no content, y'all. Charlamagne interviewing Nori is not an interview. What did I keep telling you? They can't ask no real questions. They ain't gonna answer none. It's not an interview. If they ain't talking about Diddy, they ain't talking about nothing. They were talking about Diddy 25, 30 years. They ain't talking about him now? Nope. Nori lived in Florida, Miami all these years. Got put on Drink Champs. He still ain't talking about Diddy? Nope. Why not? Because the rap men are all of the willing participants. Hell no, they ain't talking about Diddy. Because then they got to talk about them pumps. They got to talk about them hills. And they got to talk about that Astroglide. Astroglide is not for women. Do you see all that damn Astroglide? That is not a lot of baby oil. See that? Baby oil in this picture for women, Astroglide for all the men. So, when you're an Astroglide participant, you just give a lot of make-believe interviews. We're going to act like we give an interview, bro. Okay, let's act like it. Don't worry, bro. I ain't going to ask you no questions. I know. I ain't going to answer them anyway. Why Charlamagne they say, Nori, yo, this Diddy shit, wow, man. Yo, man, Nori, you been around Diddy since a long time, man. You ever seen this shit before? Yo, Nori, what you think the Astroglide was for, bro? Can't talk like that, see? You can't talk about that shit freely like me. See, I can talk about it, laugh, joke. No, y'all. When you know exactly what that shit is for, you can't talk about it. It's embarrassing. It's a conscious thing. Nobody stops you from talking about it. It's just that, you can't talk about it because you participate in it. See, you can't joke on people that eat pork when you eat pork, can you? All right. You can't joke on somebody that can't read when you can't read. Simple. So when you participate in Astroglide and baby all dildos, that shit ain't funny and you can't joke on the shit. See that? Even though they're the same Negroes, you seen joke on everybody else. You seen Charlamagne make Little Mama cry. Huh? You seen everything else. What's going on, y'all? So if you don't believe me, you looking at the game over your fucking face, y'all. Both of these niggas are 50. They don't have no content. Everybody young is dead. Everybody young is blackballed. Everybody with talent is gone. Everybody else is accused of being a pervert. They have nothing left. I told you, they're going to be interviewing themselves and fucking watching themselves, but we watch all they stupid ass. They finish. Nori. See Nori? When you put Nori name in the search engine, this what the fuck comes up for his Wikipedia. You know what that means for Nori? He's finished. That's right. My when they put them in blue, I forgot. It ain't because it also means their career is over when they finish. That is Nori's Wikipedia avatar, y'all. I had to check to make sure my shit wasn't messed up. Nori's not a celebrity no more, y'all. He's a clown. He's not a celebrity no more. He's not. Everybody that was with Diddy fell from grace. When I kept telling you, they're just playing a role on the internet for black fans. Only people believe them is black people. Nobody believes them. Let's show them again. Nori, y'all can interview each other all day, but nobody believes y'all. Let's go. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? He was named in accusations. Department of Justice, get this message. Let's go. Let's show Nori and Charlamagne nobody believes them. Let's go. Everyone is aware of the corruption, the depravity around entertainment industry. Even know who's in charge. Nothing Diddy says or evidence of other crimes is ever going to undo or justify the accountability that is owed by Diddy and his friends to the victims. The world knows. I told you, everybody's done with black entertainment because they covered up too many lies, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. They covered up too many lies. They exposed now. No, they're finished. What they say? Let's read that part one more time. Everybody that is not into this shit, they don't have no reason to lie. They don't got a dog in the race. Everyone is aware of the corruption. The accountability that is owed by Diddy and his friends to the victims, meaning they didn't give no condolences, they still didn't get no compassion. They still playing around. Who's that? Diddy's friends. Where's Diddy friends at? How you know Diddy friends at? You didn't hear nobody go against what? Sex trafficking, like I said. If none of these rappers said nothing about sex trafficking, nobody in BT. That's how you know. They didn't say nothing about sex trafficking. They didn't say nothing about abuse. And they didn't say nothing about the victims. Because they all with the shits. They exposed. Y'all told you. No big platform took up for victim. Because y'all whole shit deals with abuse. Y'all are the number one traffickers. Rappers, it's called groupies. So like I said, Nori, you might have something coming down the pipeline too. Don't be surprised, Nori. Your man FatJoe is charged right now. That's your man, bro. Matter of fact, Nori, you got a lot of bad luck. How the hell are your friends getting charged? How are your friends got allegations on them, Nori? So, Nori, you think you good because Jay-Z ain't. You done said Jay-Z name on your platform so many times. Nori, you're going to get yours too. And you're going to get it for Prodigy, nigga. Prodigy going to make sure you get yours. See that? Nori trying to reinvent himself. He's getting braids now. No, Nori is finished. What up, Punches? Damn, that shit went so quick I couldn't see. Hold up. Damn, that shit flew. Shout out to everybody that's up. Who's watching them? That's why I say, when you watching them, that means your life fucking sucks. That scenery is fucking trash. It's old. It's corny. It's boring. Hell no. Look at Nori, y'all. Look at all of them. Look at Nori and FatJoe. So I keep telling you, they get money from anything. See, they both did this shit for this ad. See? See, I can show you their affiliations. Nori is affiliated with everybody dirty. But he acting like he ain't dirty. Even though he lived in Miami and was at the freak-off mansion, just like everybody else. But I keep telling you, they don't have no dignity to not show their face. But also, they're so broke, they can't stop. They can't afford not to show their face. See that? I told you they're a joke. Nori, you're next. You're a fucking joke. This is Nori Wikipedia avatar, y'all, right here. Pull Nori up right now. When I keep telling y'all, Google in on this shit, everybody is in on pranking these fools. Y'all just won't get it, will y'all? He wants us to think he's going to be good at no. You see his age, right? All right, then. To tell you the truth, y'all, I would have preferred Tekashi 6ix9ine over all these idiots. At least that man was making music, doing shit, being a clown, doing something. No, they clowns, that's boring. See that? Old heads, this y'all life. Boring, dry. Y'all now old chatty patty talkers and talkers about nothing. That's y'all. Don't talk about nothing serious. Talk about y'all weak ass shit trying to get y'all deal. But Nori, I already exposed you in the pink program. Nori don't like women. Nori like pink dildos. Yes, he does. I ask you a question. How many times out of his whole career has he been affiliated with women? Never. Nope. Nori likes sausages. He like New York hot sausages. Yes, he does. All of them do. Sorry, it's proven already. Live. That's all of them. Sorry. That's all of them. They all fall down. Who's next? FatJoe, Beyonce, Diddy, Jay-Z, Desiree Perez. They all falling, y'all. Nori, those your fucking bosses. You about to fall too, bro. Matter of fact, you already falling. You and Pusha T, y'all sorry. Somehow, all the Negroes of rap, that's 48, 47, 49, they finished. Let's go. Diddy gonna be finished too, because he gonna be broke. Let's go to it, y'all. Now, mind you forgive these people. Everybody else don't. We got proof, because we got some smart interpreters around here. They trashing y'all ass in Dutch. They trashing y'all ass in Turkey. Huh? You ain't got to talk about it. The world already knows. Plus, they adding sauce on it and lies. All right? But this is what they say about y'all. It's a little bit of Diddy and all of y'all. Because the secret is, the baby all in dildos for you rappers. And until it's debunked, that's what it is. Everybody knows. Haha, they're all fruity. They're all willing participants. Hey, mom. Did you know those rap guys like Astroglide, Mom? I never knew that, Mom. Wow. It's the truth. It's the truth. What they say. Cassie is 100% without a doubt Diddy's son. He looks like him. Acts just as fake as him. Talks like him. Sounds like him. His voice and his face are the exact same. Come on. DRUSKI is he's GAY as well. He fruity. They all in on it. All of them. They with the shits. How we know that? Here's DRUSKI. DRUSKI should be arrested, y'all. He should be arrested. Somebody please send Homeland Security at DRUSKI, y'all. That fool should be arrested, man. That's not snitching. That fool should be arrested, man. I'm not playing with y'all. All right? He should be arrested. He's in the woods. He's in the woods. Get it? You know what he's doing, right? The question is, well, that's my head up. Why is DRUSKI in the woods? At the same time, DRUSKI is the face of ED dysfunction. Huh? He is the face of broke Johnsons. Why is DRUSKI trying to sell male Johnson enhancements? What the hell is going on, y'all? Take a look. I'm going to tell you again. Look at DRUSKI. All right? You see, and on top of that, those church camps hit different. Ha ha ha, laughing. Trolling the church camp. Talking about they hit different. Told y'all ignorant, man. Anybody don't ever talk to me in internet language. Don't never say to me it hit different. Don't never say to me it's given. Don't never talk to me in the internet dumb shit. That's called idiot talk. You know what else? Internet idiot talk. When I see a woman talking, right, and she keeps saying and she keep waving her hand and shit, I'm just saying shut the fuck up. No, you're a babbling internet idiot. Shut the fuck up. That's y'all. All right? That's y'all. It hits different. You're right. You do hit different. You fucking weird. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? That's all that man want to know. That man don't want to hear none of your shit. He want to know why you ain't on trial. And this man sent it to the Department of Justice, DRUSKI. They on your ass, DRUSKI. Huh? He sent it to. And look, man. Nobody playing with y'all. Nobody that's not a rapper don't care about none of that black shit. They on your ass. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial? Ask DRUSKI people that. They the ones still watching them. They the ones letting their kids watch them. Because they stupid. Look. Go DRUSKI. Go DRUSKI. Internet in their hand every day. As if this man is not. And he was also, what makes it so bad about DRUSKI, y'all. He was one of the last people accused. More meaning the most recent one accused. The most recent one. Back in April. Look what's going on now, y'all. Who's the joke on? No, y'all keep telling you. You never get mad at rapism, only racism. So, screw y'all. Nobody cares. Who cares if y'all get snatched up? Who fucking cares? So what? Somebody put your kid in the trunk. So what? You don't care about nothing else? All right, then. That's what it's about. Now, like I said, Tasha K is on her way down. She gonna still be all right, but I'm just showing y'all the YouTube takeover on this recap. Tasha K went live yesterday, 4,000 watching, allegedly. Same exact time, TISA tell live at the same time, 21,000 K watching. The question is, how did one person come last and they got 3 times more views? Because it's an attack on Tasha K, that's why. It's not a coincidence. TISA goes live the exact same time as Tasha K. Why I say that? Because I know the algorithm. Tasha K been going live a certain time every day forever. All you got to know is they've been watching Tasha K. They know her time slot, and they coming for her slot. That's what this is called. It's called competition. Get it? But now you're going to see somehow the viewership is swinging somewhere else. And like I said, when this Diddy trial is over with, a lot of people ain't going to have a lot to talk about, which means even those views right there are going to drop. That's right. It's a takeover. How you know it's a takeover? Well, if you've been on this shit your whole life grinding, if Tasha K been grinding her ass off and never had 20,000 alive, then that's your proof. It's a takeover. Meaning I could have been on this bitch 10 years and never got those numbers. Takeover. Favorite. See that? Mind you, not subscribe to this channel. It's on my timeline. But like I said, it's tricky. On the TV, TISA tell on the timeline, not Tasha K. On the internet timeline, Tasha, meaning on the computer, Tasha K on that timeline. See? In the side box. It's a difference. When I told you all algorithms control, TV, phone, tablet, all different algorithms, all different timelines. So you're going to be on that computer. You're going to be on that phone. TISA going to be on that TV. When you turn that big 100-inch smart TV, you're going to see that shit say TISA tell. She going to just pop up, pop, TISA tell. Get it? It's called a takeover, y'all. I'm just giving y'all the proof and update. Y'all know I've been telling you this. Now you're going to see it with your own eyes. You're going to watch it. Because they got everybody in position, so when the Diddy trial over with, TISA will already be an established name. Even though, like y'all said, like she been out already, it's a difference. See, this is what I be trying to tell y'all too. Like some people I say, they been out. But I be trying to tell y'all it's a difference when you've been out, and it's a difference when you're the favorite. When you're the favorite in this algorithm, your channel will change. It has nothing to do how long you've been on here. That's how I want a lot of y'all to understand. TISA might have been making videos. That's not the point. The point is now she's the favorite. All right, which means she's going to get all that traffic. So while Tasha K was live at the same time, TISA was live, taking all her traffic. Get it? There you go. There you go. There you go. I see what somebody said. Somebody said she's lazy. No, it's not. You know what it's called? She been so comfortable, y'all. She been so comfortable going live in that same fucking room for so long. Our ass might be on fucking house arrest. Who knows? But I'm just telling you, they got comfortable with their spots and their money. That's everybody. Everybody gets comfortable. So that's how it works. When you comfortable and somebody's studying your ass and they trying to figure out how to get rid of you, it's not hard because you're predictable. So when they know all she gonna do is hit that live button at a certain time and everybody gonna pull up and say, well, shit, I can do that. We're gonna get somebody more cuter, everything. Put more money behind them. We're gonna do a whole lot of shit. And we're gonna put them in position. That's how it works. It also comes from what? You know what else it's about? Reputable news. One person is classified as black news, nigga news, gossiping tea, and making up shit in lawsuits. Not respected. One person is described as just giving you the details, just giving information, giving you the insight, so you can look it up yourself. It's a difference on respect of media. I'm just telling you the truth. When I told you, it's a reason when Wendy Williams went down. Wendy Williams being shut down meant the end of gossip, y'all. Y'all didn't get that part neither. The whole concept of gossiping, meaning basing on, this people don't understand what gossip is neither. When something is public information, that's not gossiping. You can talk about anybody public. But if I come on this internet and say, yo, y'all, I just found some shit out. Or, yo, somebody just told me some shit about so-and-so. See, once you get into that shit that's not proven, that's gossip. Or once you get into some shit where you put the stage together and it's like this thing where it could be true, it might not true. It's this thing where you got secret sources with no proof. That's the gossip shit. So when I told you, that's why I showed you the ban on fake news. Meaning, once you start dealing with that gossip shit, you get in that category of fake news, y'all. They also know people that deal with the gossip. They deal with saying anything for content. They putting a ban on that shit because it produced a lot of people with no talent and a lot of liars and slanderers. These things cause lawsuits. YouTube ain't with that shit no more. So that's why everything got to be accurate and effective when you're dealing with facts and opinions. Facts is one thing, opinions is the other. But people were taking opinions, making that shit like it was some information. No, that's your opinion. All right? So this is why They had to give, now they're giving a more professional layout with information. So you're going to see her giving her live from right in front of the courthouse. It's a difference. Now, months ago, did I not tell y'all that shit? Family, on this channel, did I not say that shit played out now? Did I not say sitting in that one spot? Meaning, if you've been on this shit for a long time, you're still sitting in the same spot, doing the same exact shit. I told you that shit played out. Because I'm going to keep, matter of fact, I ain't going to tell everything. I'm just telling people what it is. It's not my judgment. I'm not trying to diss nobody. I'm not trying to tell them what the fuck to do. I'm just telling you, I'm also a consumer, all right? When I talk, it's not from a content creator. Everything I say is a person that enjoys watching good stuff and listening to good stuff. So I look as a consumer. And I've been caught with myself. It's certain people I've been stopped watching. What did I tell y'all? I know me. I've been got tired of seeing people's face all in the camera. That's me. Meaning, if you're on camera and you're not entertaining, you're just on camera. It's a difference. If you're on camera and you still bite your tongue about what you talk about, why the fuck am I watching you? That's my whole point. So that's why I say that shit played out now. So remember, everybody ran to get a couch and everybody's sitting on the couch talking and we have these conversations. That shit is corny now. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. That's it. So why I say that, it's a reason why TISA and other people are winning, because they doing new, different shit. That's all it is. All right? Once you got 1,000 lives, 500 lives in one fucking row, y'all. All right? You get it? Yes. No, that was for the phone era. That's when we was in the goddamn house. You get over with anything. All right? So, Diddy's going to be broke. Let's get to the facts. Because of deliberations, they didn't come to a verdict yet. But let me slow it up. If he's found guilty on anything, his money's going to be ghost. The gov taking that money off the rip. Then after that, he still got all those lawsuits. Even if he so-called beat this, he still got all those lawsuits. Civil case. So that's the update I got yesterday from the Real News. He's going to pay out regardless. And me looking at it, I'm pretty sure they want that jet from his ass. They want those mansions back. If we look at all the money that's been being spent, they need some of that money back. So, for those who don't know about deliberations, keep hearing this word. Deliberation, long and careful consideration or discussion. After much deliberation, we arrived at a compromise. So it is being said that, from what I see, the jury is struggling in some kind of way. Somebody's not in agreement, y'all. So it was said that the judge had to keep reminding them, take your time, look over this stuff, make the right judgment. Y'all got to get this right. So I also hear from that is, it sounded to me like they want a guilty. They want a guilty. That's what it sounded like to me. So we're going to see how this play out, y'all. Now, also remember, allegedly, it is bets on this. Today, I'm going to go check on it to see if it's a fact. All right? Because for what I heard, this shit is on FanDuel, something like that. You can actually bet. You can actually bet on this Diddy trial to come up if you right. If you right. If you got money to waste, 50-50, y'all. If you can flip your money. So, here we go. Let's go. The jury in Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial set to resume deliberations on Wednesday, today, after reaching a yet-to-be-disclosed verdict on all but one of the 5 charges the hip-hop mogul faces. After reaching a yet-to-be-disclosed verdict on all but one of the 5 charges, U.S. District Judge Mr. Subramanian, I don't even know how to say his name, Subramanian, ordered the jury to continue its closed-door discussions for a 3rd day after the panel of 8 men and 4 women said Tuesday that it was unable to reach a conscious a consensus on the top count racketeering conspiracy. Uh-oh. Let me say it again. They were unable to reach consensus on the top count racketeering and conspiracy, which is the main charge his life is riding on right now as we speak. The judge agreed with prosecutors and Combs' defense team that less than 13 hours of deliberation was too soon to give up on reaching a verdict on all counts. So now you got the proof. The main thing they having problems with is the racketeering. The question is this, y'all. Does it take this long after all the shit we just heard? So as you see, it's something going on that jury. Something is going on. Let's go. Meanwhile, overseas, in America, everybody is waiting. Is it going to come out today? Who knows? Now, let's look at this. What will make the jury not look at it as racketeering? They got duffel bags of cash. They got money. They got cleanup stuff happening. They got flights. They got workers telling. Y'all know all it takes for one person. He could be home. But now remember, that's 5 out of 4. But also, I think if he get convicted of a lot of something, you know, I'm gonna just say this: the RICO will get everything taken off the rip, but he's still gonna have lawsuits if he's found guilty on some other stuff. Don't matter. This, I think, now is about if he's gonna get like life for 20 years or something like that. But his money gonna be gone, y'all. That's gonna be gone for a fact. Yep. So me thinking about the money, now I'm gonna be real. Me thinking about the shit he got and thinking about all the dirt he got away with, and me thinking about people and places that we never gonna see their face. If I was in a high place and I knew this guy Diddy could say some shit about me, I might not want him to come home neither. So I'm gonna say this: I don't think some people want to come home. Let me give you a clue. It's right here. Everyone is aware of the corruption. Everyone who's aware of the corruption, they don't want him to come home. Or is it two things? What about this, y'all? What about the people that know about his corruption say, no, we need his ass to come home, because then we don't got to worry about him telling him. If he get out, then everybody be spared from him telling shit. See how I go both ways, right? If he comes home, all them people he could tell on from them record labels, and that, you know, then they'll be spared because he's free. You don't need to tell. That's why I say this go a lot of ways. This is the main thing you got to pay attention to, this part right here. When he says everyone is aware of the corruption around the entertainment industry, even knows who's in charge. See, that who's in charge of the industry is very important, because whoever's in charge, that's who the hell he works for. And whoever's in charge, you ain't gonna get no name. But there's two things in this right here with Diddy. I know for a fact, all that money in Sean John wasn't his. And a lot of that money comes from Diageo, the makers of Ciroc. I know he owed their ass a lot of money. But I also said it's no telling how many people he had to pay percentages to. So if we all know it's people tied in with this shit, if everybody knows it ain't just Diddy, nothing Diddy says or evidence of other crimes is ever going to undo, justify the accountability that is owed by Diddy and his friends. So he got friends in high places, he got friends in low places. So what are people saying? Either way, A lot of people are being protected and kept out of it. That is the game being played. That is what is really being said. All right? So that's why I say nobody knows how this is going to play out. Because Diddy's friends is still walking around as we speak. But guess what? Everybody going to get their day. I'm saying I think a lot of things. I think if after it's all over with, it's going to be next targets. It's going to be more lawsuits. That's what I think. Either way. I think Diddy was the clue and example that a lot of y'all going to be next. We know damn well it's not just going to be Diddy and R. Kelly. So I also think this is going to be the start of the ending. So let's move on. Hold up. That's wild. Plus, he didn't snitch. Exactly. So that's why I say he got an ace in the hole. Because remember, if he gets smacked with time, he could tell, right? But I also heard they not trying to leave him no room for an appeal. Get it? How we know Kevin Hart ain't telling on Diddy? How we know LeBron James ain't telling on Diddy? We don't know who really told against this man on paper. Maybe a lot of people walking around is because they already told on his ass. And being that they got to make money, they're not going to let it be known told on them. Because they figure we're going to get mad at them and we ain't going to support the brands. I'm not dumb, y'all. Anybody been around this man over 10 years, I know goddamn well they question their ass. You ain't telling me nothing there. Some of them, they just going to be behind the scenes. Because Kevin Hart don't want to go to jail neither. All right? Kevin Hart, since Diddy been in trouble, he been acting weird. Everybody accused of some shit. I can prove to you all of them are around minors. I can prove to you every last one of them. What is everybody going to start a campaign called Get Their Ass Out of Here, y'all? Just for fun. What everybody going to get all their ass out of here one by one? Who's their fan base? Who watches this show? Who watches this? Who's their fan base, y'all? If they get all these views, who watch them? All right, then. You should know, right? Everybody else knows why you don't know. Who watches DRUSKI? DRUSKI is a weirdo, y'all, and a pervert. This is on DRUSKI Instagram, y'all. Church camp. Going to camp in the woods. Minor. Huh? Why is DRUSKI still doing penis commercials? Erectile dysfunction. I think a lot of men that get plugged need that stuff. I don't know. I think so. But anyway, look. Why is DRUSKI doing erectile dysfunction commercials, y'all? After being accused of going in a room with Diddy. Not before, after. I told you, after he got more deals. After he got accused, this fool got a Papa John commercial. Erectile. Who is being joked on? You mean to tell me nobody else can get a Papa John check? Nobody? DRUSKI. No, he is the face of the new generation of weirdos. He's the face. The new role models these guys are going to look up to is right here. 1, 2. Because y'all a weird generation. Y'all weird people. You're going to wear, y'all whole generation going to have long hair, twisted, and colored hair. And you're going to listen to weirdos. Right? Even though they all got goat beards and they all tree jumpers. That's right. Why nobody? Y'all went against Bill Cosby, y'all. Why nobody didn't go against DRUSKI? They went against Cosby on shit from the 70s. Why nobody didn't go against DRUSKI? Why is he still on the internet? Okay, then. This is what I'm going to say. If you don't respect your kids, don't expect nobody else to do it. If you let him put that stick in your kid's face, don't be mad when somebody else do it because you don't care, right? You're going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. All right? DRUSKI is GAY as well. They all in on it. together. What's that? The Diddy cover-up. The industry cover-up. DRUSKI is G-A-Y as well. They all in on it. What are they talking about? They all in on the same thing. What's that? The Astroglide and Baby all cover-up. But I kept telling you they all in on it. It's very simple. They're all in on the same thing. Acting like this baby all shit never happened. Told you, everybody knows, y'all. To give you clarity, when I say everybody knows, let's make it clear. Everybody knows. Everybody under that program, right, you're looking at, everybody knows about Hollywood. They know about Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood rapist. They know about Diddy, the music industry rapist. They know about all their minions, followers, team, players. That's why they tied all of them, y'all. They are all accused of being minor abusers, y'all. I don't know what part y'all don't get. They're being accused of woman abusers and man abusers. Young men, too. See, they got away with a lot because the people they abuse, they don't be teens. They be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. But when y'all finally can get through your head, the way things were is not no more. And it's never going back to that. The main places where all this behavior was taking place at, sex trafficking, minors, abuse, New York, Chicago, and California. The main points. Florida, too. A lot of places. But those two main cities, California and New York, those are two pillars. Yep. The two places where sex crimes are promoted the most and committed the most, that's New York and California. Because in New York and California, you can't make it without prostitution if you ain't got no job. New York, California, you will not make it if you're not legit. You're going to be dealing with street crimes. See, back in the days, they dealt with that sex stuff to get rich. This era, that sex stuff became a way for people to feed their kids and feed themselves. Yes. So, when people can understand, they are voting on certain stuff right now as we speak. All right? But what y'all not getting, every single behavior that's going on now, it was going on already for over 10 years straight. This is why people saying what they saying. Department of Justice locked their ass up. Why isn't DRUSKI on trial with Diddy? This is pissing people off, y'all. That's why I know something's going to happen. Everything is going to happen accordingly. Trust me. Because this is also being used to piss off the country. Let me just show you who's getting pissed. Everybody that's watching all this Diddy, Shannon Sharp shit, they all looking at it like, why are these bastards still around? Then when you get all these bastards are on this application called YouTube, and they're watched by one section only. It's only one section that participates in this shit because that is their life. So now they're all under judgment. All right? No more deals. No more deals. They're all clowns. They're not serious. What's up? James Harden. He's not the favorite. Let's go back. Now let me show you why they will never get a check. I'm showing you why Damian Lillard got cut, thrown in the trash. Because he's from the era. He's from the era that will now be considered failures. Steph Curry got a ring. That's because somebody was in the office. They said, Kevin Durant, go help that man out. Make a super team. Super team come from 44 era. Super teams were created so Barry would get his rings. And you'll see every championship won, it was a super team. Golden State, Miami, super team. Get the ring. NBA, destroyed, compromised. Giannis won the ring, no super team. New team. Everybody you looking at was a superstar. Now, most of them are nobodies or bench players or sidekicks or out the league that quick, gone. The end of an era, y'all. It ain't just Dame Lillard. It's Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler. It's Draymond Green. He worked for 44 too. Why you think he's still playing with no goddamn talent? He was the face of the Blue Party. They had their own basketball players, rappers, all of that. Yes. Where's Klay Thompson at? End of an era. Y'all gonna make Steph great. They were supposed to play ball, win championships. They were going to clubs throwing money. So you know what they said? No more checks. Where they at now, y'all? Pick one. How many of them? Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all again. Did this era make it better or worse? Let's put them all together. How many rings they got? No. You got a lot of hype. You got a lot of points. You got a lot of flopping. A lot of free throws. If they made the league better, why nobody is investing no more money in no black ghetto? Why they don't even care about no more black basketball players? Because they're finished. They're dumb. Paul George, a basketball player, he want to be a podcaster. James Harden, a basketball player, he want to be with the rappers, go to strip clubs. He want to be in the fashion. Clown. Kyrie Irving, basketball player. He wants to be an intellectual. He want to spread knowledge. After he went to college, he want to talk black talk. Fraud. Shut up and dribble. They didn't do that. Kawhi tried to shut up. Well, hurt Kawhi, he was too quiet. In the NBA, they don't like to be too quiet. You got to talk up for the brand. LeBron, the GOAT, the king. What did he do? What's my proof? Where's his challengers? How did he make the league better? No, they were all friends. So being that they were friends, that meant that was all what? Fake competition. Fake competition mean what? The league is weak. The league is now finished for black Americans. It's done. Goodbye. No more investments. Sorry. I saw this year's draft. I saw last year's draft. I saw the draft before that. Y'all last draft was John Morant, Zion Williamson, two black Americans for this country, both proven to be failures. Because y'all can't keep y'all pee in y'all pants and y'all can't stop that rap shit and playing with guns. So y'all didn't know. Y'all superstars of the future became failures so quick. John Morant, Zion. After that, pack it up. We going out the country. We only gonna get players out the country now. Shit. They proved incompetent. They proved they're stupid. Guess what? The end of an era. Finally, yes, it's over. Time for me to start learning these new names. It's over. This whole era was controlled. Let's look how it panned out. LeBron James being accused of Diddy parties to this day. He's finished. He got replaced. Carmelo Anthony got kicked out the league. Even though him and LeBron came in the same year, he been got kicked out. When it went down for Carmelo, he got labeled as a cheater. And everybody went with La. He gonna be known as that dumb black basketball player that got caught cheating on his wife like an idiot, a dummy. That's him. Melo. Too cool to play defense. The last one, Dwayne Wade. I know the truth about Dwayne Wade. He worked for 44 the whole time. He from Chicago. He was handpicked. Then what you gonna see about Dwayne Wade? He is the face of turning his kid into what? Making his kid available for what? No, the end of an era. Thank you. How else we know it's the end of an era? LeBron did make his son better, so the era stops with him. Thank you. You did not advance. You didn't make nobody better. Y'all were ring chasing, bag chasing. Now what you got? Nothing. So guess what? They ruined it for all black Americans in this country, y'all. I swear to God they did. If I wanted to raise my son to play basketball, do you know how hard it would be now to get him to the NBA? Back in the day, it wasn't like that, y'all. It's the reason why they did this shit. When you learn that all the real superstars of this shit come they start from high school and college, meaning it starts from your neighborhood. your school. You make a name for yourself. They start sending you so many scholarships. All that shit gonna stop and stop now. You was actually a child could actually play basketball on that court from a youngster to 18 and have so much skills and talent that they would actually be qualified for a scholarship. The difference with us is we were trying to do everything. I love ball just as much, but I love everything else too. So I love rapping. I like football. I liked everything. So I was never 100% dedicated to nothing. But I know if we was dedicated 100% to ball, could have made it. That's the Iverson days. Get it? Shaq. That's them days. When you became a high school sensation first. Then the college said, oh shit, but you was straight poor. You ain't need no money. They started AAU programs where you got to pay for privileged kids to keep them kids out the ghetto from making it. No more checks. Because if the checks get to the ghetto, y'all going to buy guns, cars. You going to pay your homeboys. They going to sell drugs, get caught with pounds. It's proven already. We gave the money to Vic. He had his homeboys gambling with dogs. So the secret was, don't give them no more money because they're going to look out for their homeboys. You only give them money to privileged kids from the suburbs. Steph Curry. Privileged kids. Kids without friends. Kids ain't from the hood. LeBron. Carmelo. Get it? So they will never get that money back to the hood. See that? To this day, Iverson, Vic still in the hood. Because the old era, they was really for the people. This era was act like you're for the people. Don't give them shit. Just brainwash their ass. Why? NBA made it like that. The NBA made it where any hero y'all have, they will be controlled. Are you getting it yet? This whole era of basketball was controlled, guys. They all worked for the NBA. Period. All right? Now you see the NBA done with their ass. This while LeBron's in trouble. Diddy parties. James Harden. Now, mind you, also, all of them was talking shit to organizations. Carmelo Anthony, drafted by the Nuggets. He said, I want to trade to the Knicks. Fuck that. Trade me right now. Fuck, no, I'm not playing. Trade me. Okay, here's your trade. But on the back end, you know how they fixed his ass? They gave Joker his number. His number is not his. His number will never be retired for the Nuggets. The Nuggets been playing this game called Act Like Carmelo never existed. We never drafted him. He never even fucking played here. The Nuggets wrote him out of history, y'all. Facts. To spite him. That number 15, to prove we never going to retire that shit under Anthony, we going to give that shit to Joker. To this day, that's Joker number. That's right. Stuck it to his ass. Remember you wanted that trade, Melo, right? Okay. That's what happened, y'all. Remember you wanted that trade? You kept saying, trade me, right, Jay Harden? You ran these organizations. Now, guess what? You happen to be on the team now, ain't you? That's right. That's why they dropped that video of you and Baby in that bathroom. That's right. Lower your stock. Because y'all lowered your own stock. Basketball fans, you're going to see what James Harden couldn't get all them foul calls. He ain't average 50 no more now, did he? No, they let him do that for viewership. They let him do all that for viewership. Now they finished. This is black people in basketball. Y'all fucked up with everything because y'all life was singing, dancing, joking, and TikTok and telling everything. So y'all finished. Dame Dollar, he want to be Dame Dash. His ass wanted to be a rapper. So they said, go be a rapper then. Go ahead, Dame. Fuck you. Get out of here. Told you, man. They didn't perfect their craft. Now, remember when I did a video called Use Your Tools? If God gave you tools playing basketball, why you want to keep doing everything else? See, God got a way of just destroying your whole shit so much. You never heard God was the master planner? When you learn that saying, that'll mean no matter what you try to think of in your head, somehow it might not work. Because whatever the plan is for you to do, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all didn't learn that yet. Some of y'all life is so fucked up because you're always trying to do everything else except for what you're supposed to do. You already programmed in you what you're supposed to do, but you want to do everything else, right? God didn't give you rap talent. He gave you basketball talent, but you want to be a rapper. So you say, God, F you. I'm going to do rap. I do what I want to do. See that? Y'all don't know how the world, y'all don't know how life works, period. God gave you talent. Said, man, play ball, man. No, F you. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a celebrity, man. I want to party, man. Even though you could have did that before basketball. See that? This who y'all are. A joke, guys. So when I say nobody respect these people, I'm really talking about corporations. They ain't getting no more corporate money, y'all. They not. So they not getting no corporate money, and they fans getting their food stamps cut. So I keep telling you, somehow a particular people is catching hell, and everything is focusing on them because of everything they did on social media. Don't blame nobody. Everybody blame yourself for putting all your business on social media, and you just didn't want to accept this thing called snitching on yourself. That's all y'all all did. I'm so set in my damn ways because I'm an idiot. See that? I try to keep a lot of my business to myself because that's really all I got is privacy. That's all you really got, y'all. People gave that away. They have nothing left. See that? Everybody wanted to be a star. Fun or fame means don't want to be a star. I don't want no fame. That's me. I know my place. Get it? Boom. Everybody didn't know that it's not meant for everybody to be a star, y'all. It's not meant for everybody to be on camera or be in the limelight. It's okay to be in the background because everybody in the background has the longest career. The man that holds the camera has the longest career. The one that does the production has the longest career. The one that write magazine articles, they get the last laugh, longest career. They still didn't know that media outlasts you. Media watch all y'all come and go. That's why a lot of them also didn't know was you make media your best friend because they're the ones trashing. But y'all from this world telling everything. So if you mad at your cuts, don't get mad at them cut your stamps. You get mad at everybody that told. And if you know for a fact you posted, you got food stamp for sale, blame yourself. But if you really was smart, you go erase all that shit up your timeline, dummy. Somebody with EBT for sale, because I hate spending cash on groceries. I bet you spend cash on drugs, on that weed, on that blunt, on that roll-up. I bet you spend cash on them fucking drinks, don't you? Yeah. Idiots. Good morning. Anything EBT for sale, please hit me up. Only need 100. Why, you're starving? You only got 50 for real? Can't feed your family with 50? You need 100? Family, this shit went on for too long. And guess what? I'm going to tell you again. It was never like this in the crack era. Hell no. Y'all was so much of crackheads and idiots, you wasn't even smart enough to just go outside and do the shit. Just go outside real quick. No, they were so much of lazy bums, y'all. They couldn't even go outside and hustle their own shit. Crackheads hustle their shit. People in the street hustle their shit. All you got to do is go to the fucking supermarket, go to the store, try to buy some. Easy. They were sitting on their ass. I got stamp for sale. Everything. I got weed for sale. I got food for sale. Dummies. You didn't pay for these apps. These apps were owned by the same white people y'all talk about all fucking day. Meanwhile, everything you say gonna go against you in the court of law. It's called a bill. USDA releases new SNAP data as Congress weighs food aid cuts. Now, this is going to happen, what I know. According to what I saw, it's going to be an average of 700 per year cut. Yup. They know the algorithm. They know a lot of y'all ain't been shopping. So, remember, look, see Facebook? Let's prove it. Let's prove it was Facebook did it. Meanwhile, okay, I did a whole special on this shit already. But now I did a special before this shit was even spoken about in the law. I was just showing how people destroyed themselves by telling everything on social media. So look, check it out. You had all these fucking posts. Mind you, you know what you're looking at? You're looking at the news. This is the news showing on TV what going on Facebook. Mind you, when I pull this up, say this Chicago news, you got New York news, you got Kentucky news. Every news channel showing the same thing because y'all didn't know it was a campaign against the whole shit. They've been snitching on people selling their stamps. They've been doing that. But they let you do it because it kept the economy going. Either way, they didn't care. But I'm just showing you now, look. Facebook, as they're promoting food stamps for sale, at the same exact time, memes joking on selling food stamps at the same time, on the same platform, in the same algorithm. Food stamps. Meaning, I go on Facebook right now. All I gotta do is put in hashtag food stamps, all this shit gonna come up. Running y'all fucking mouth for every city. So I want y'all to understand this. Since you've been on Facebook, did your life get better or worse? So you got to keep asking yourself. Remember, next month is Thanksgiving, so don't go selling all your food stamps. You telling me it's illegal to sell food stamps? See that? What they showing y'all as? A dirty African kids. Dirty African kids. So y'all got food stamps for y'all kids, but they really dirty African kids. They don't eat like African kids. Told you, man. You've been getting trolled in so many ways, but you brought it on yourself. It was funny before, remember? This could be us, but you sold all the food stamps. Bingo. It's a reason why they getting cut, y'all. It's a reason why. Why else shit getting cut? They know everybody on welfare don't do shit but post all day and talk shit. See the timestamps? That's why I saw a timestamp. They made sure this was stamped so you'll see it. 11:23 a.m. Motherfuckers wake up trying to buy food stamps or selling them. Because they know the people without jobs were the main people posting, going live, smoking weed, selling stamps, talking the most shit about everybody, the most political figures. Everybody live off the grid, get food stamps. They knew that. Everybody sleep in cars, get food stamps. Everybody call themselves anti-gov, get food stamps or disability. They know that. If everybody got disability and shut up, it would have been okay. If everybody got food stamps, shut up, it would have been okay. Nope. Everything they use against y'all, they're not stupid. They know. They found out everybody that go against the country is mainly on welfare, and the other half is junkies. The only people that was going live all day with content, a lot of them, junkies, TikTokers. The people that talk the most shit don't got jobs, don't pay taxes. They learned it from the fucking internet, y'all. You talk a lot of shit, you don't pay taxes, then the shit we give you, you sell that. This is why they said enough is enough. Because you got to think about, that is what you got to think about. You got to think about every state that was doing the same shit. Going to social service, selling that shit. Get it? Going to social service, talking shit all day. I'm going to say it again. It's a reason. Now, a lot of y'all know in y'all heart, you ain't got to admit it. How many of y'all first got y'all free cell phone from welfare? How many of y'all started y'all Facebook channel after welfare? Meaning, after they gave you the phone. Then a lot of y'all didn't know that your social workers was watching your shit. It's a reason, y'all. Thank you very much. What else they don't get? Family. How long was people going to try to make it on welfare anyway? Like, I'm not here to diss nobody, but this ain't back in the day, y'all. Welfare is nothing. It's nothing. It's not enough. So it's now they're using welfare as a judgment or something else. Because everybody knows you can do so much stuff now and make way more. A person could do DoorDash and make more money than your whole welfare check in one day. Easy. Somebody can make that doing Lyft. Easy. They know this. They know somebody can do Instacart and make more than a welfare check. They know this. So that's why I say that's just regular shit. That ain't even talking about cleanup jobs, dishwashing. But guess what they really know? A lot of people smoke weed. A lot of people on drugs. They know this. Why? Everybody was smoking blunts on live. So I tell you, it's not hard to figure out. When they know they can go live, when they can check the live, They know people are posting stamps, 11 o'clock, smoking weed, talking about rappers. That's why it had to be shut down, y'all. It's called no progress. Craigslist. Every single app you use it for dirt. You're always doing dirt. You do everything but work. You sell food stamps. You sell ass. That's it. You don't work. So cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Those food stamps, they fucking cut it. I don't know why. It's because of y'all. You did it to yourself, y'all. You told too much. You talked too much. You did not respect these people platforms. It's not yours, but you acted like it was yours. You just kept fucking talking. You might as well have put a microphone in your own house. You're all told on yourself. Now, plus, they studied this shit for years. So it's not like it was 1 year. This shit went on for years. Cut it. Cut it. That's what happened. They're going to cut the shit now, y'all. Sorry. They know how they cutting it, so you can't afford to sell them. They're not cutting the whole shit. They just going to make it where if you try to sell it, they're going to be profitable. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. They know what they're going to start doing? They're going to start knocking on doors, and when your kid, like they starving, you're going to start getting brought up on charges. That's going to start happening. All this shit going to leave. They also making it where you're responsible for your kids now. Meaning, it ain't going to be no such thing as your kid and shit, and you just get away with it. You get a call from school. Hey, your son said he's hungry. Why is he hungry? My mama sold him stamps. He ran his mouth and told on your ass. You going to jail. That's what happened to a lot of y'all. Some of y'all going to be getting caught up. My dad, my mom, they always arguing. They smoke weed too. It stinks. I don't like the way it smells. Uh-oh. Now you're going to be getting in trouble for that shit. Told you, man. I'm telling you, with the system I see set up, a lot of people, kids, going to get their ass in trouble. They making it where you accountable for your kids now. Ain't no such thing as I don't know. Nope. They making that shit where hopefully your kids put your ass in jail. I'm not playing with y'all. According to what I'm saying, they making that shit where your kids going to get your ass put in jail. Yup. Your kid going to be in school, running their mouth. Out of nowhere, you going to get a knock on that door. They know you don't work too. You home during the day. Got them. Got them. No, y'all. That shit, all that shit coming back. Yup. The other test run they did was when they let your kids go home, go to school from home. And they said the kids came back dumber than when they left. Yup. Parents are being held accountable now, y'all. So what I keep telling y'all, only thing you gonna do now is fix it. All that blaming shit right in your mouth, it ain't gonna fix it, y'all. You better tighten up. Now, I'm telling you as a friend, tighten the fuck up. That lazy shit out the window. You cannot be lazier than the slave days. It's not gonna work. You cannot be lazier than the damn 60s. How the hell are you more lazier when it's way more ways to make fucking money? That's why everybody knows food stamps ain't shit. Welfare ain't shit. Hey, if you get it, you get it. If it's coming in, it's coming in. But what I'm saying is, you cannot base your life. You know what else they said? What we spoke about before. A lot of people in America live below the poverty line. You know what that is? $13,000 a year and under is considered the poverty line. Well, they already said it's a fact. Everybody on welfare lives below the poverty line. Because according to welfare, you don't make over $13,000. So I keep telling y'all, it's nothing to be proud of no more, y'all. You should be ashamed of yourself now. Because you got to be ashamed of that shit, and that'll make you go do something else. Family, it's people making $1,000 a week. And people say that ain't a lot of money. You understand that? Now, to me, $1,000 a week is good money. But some people feel like that ain't enough. That's the world we're in, y'all. So mind you, it's a lot of people in this country, y'all. They only make $13,000 a year and under. Family, that's called not living. All right? A part-time job will make that easy. 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 I'm talking about some shit for 5 hours a day. You'll make 13 grand in probably 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell y'all. There's no excuse to be broke now, y'all. Struggling. There's no excuse. Because the truth is, people that want to do shit, y'all, they don't want to go to school. If I was on the system, I'd have pimped that school shit. You been on that shit for how long? You got no paperwork, no nothing. That's why they say fuck it. They're not dealing with the programs. They're not getting this free education. They're not even taking advantage of the child care. Fuck them. Take the shit. All right? They selling stamps and selling hair and smoking weed and talking shit about the president. Fuck them. So I'm just telling y'all what's happening, y'all. Only way you going to say get out of this shit, y'all, is facing what you got to face and doing what you got to do. I'm going to tell a lot of y'all, as a brother, fuck that weed shit, y'all. Weed is people's most biggest prison, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now. Weed is the main reason why people be broke and going to stay broke. Meaning, it's a difference when you accomplish a lot of shit and smoking weed, but it's a difference when you smoking weed, you ain't accomplished shit, and you ain't getting shit accomplished. And just know, 30, when you got weed in your system now means you ain't getting no real money. Meaning, if you ain't got shit and all you got is weed in your system, that means you ain't never getting on your feet. Because it takes 30 to 60 days just to get louder. Loud takes 60 days to get out your system, y'all. So, what else you learning? $13,000 is below the poverty level, which most Americans are in. Now, count many Americans under the poverty level got weed habits. And then you'll see why they're going to always stay broke. Because it's not weed before when it was cheap. The gas is expensive. It's all the plots. And I know, in this stressful world, the hardest thing to stop smoking is weed. But I'll tell you this, people that don't smoke weed always got more money than people that do smoke weed. These are facts. Yo, y'all, I was smoking since 15, but I know the truth. Weed was the most thing that made people think it's so normal. It's normal weed, but it keeps you the brokest. Did you also know weed smoke really means broke? It's really what it means. If you go to a rich party and you light a blunt up, they're going to say, that shit stink. Who's smoking that stuff? What they going to say? Tell you, man, weed is really considered low-level bum shit. It really is. We know it's not, but I'm just telling you, man. People know the codes of weed. Weed really mean, like, say you bragging somebody about how much you love weed, that person can look at you like, you ain't really got no money like that. That's the truth, y'all. That was the trick. They already poor, but the more they smoke weed, they're going to stay poor. You know what they're going to do? Sell their ass, do other shit. They smoke weed. And the weed going to make them lazy and stuck. See, I know weed. I got a job interview, but if I smoke a big-ass blunt, I might change my mind. It might happen. Yeah, I know that. The thing is, they knew that. So, this is why I say, it's ways you got to get out of that shit. You got to reward yourself. You know what? I'm going to chill out. But when I get this job I really want, then I'm going to smoke my weed. I'm going to get right. But then by that time, you might see, man, I don't want to smoke no weed no more. So I'm telling you, I did this shit before a couple times. We just went cold turkey. Stop that shit. Because there was times where I knew, man, I got to get some real money. Man, fuck this weed shit. I ain't about to be broke. No. Because that's how that shit go, y'all. You never count how much money you spend on weed in a year. You never count that. You love it. You always talk about it. You worship it. But you never going to accept the fact every year you spend thousands on that shit. Thousands. You ain't going to admit it. So I'm just showing you. It's a reason why people in the house getting high all day and don't got shit, y'all. But the thing is, they've been studying this shit. They know this shit now. That's why it's like that. That's why when y'all was selling weed, now they made it where, guess what? You ain't going to sell weed no more. We got dispensaries. The whole plot of making weed legal was to knock off everybody here living off selling weed. Y'all ain't going to live off that no more. Y'all lived off that for years. Now that shit legal and it's going to be better. That was to stop y'all money. Everything was to stop your flow. Yes. Try to go outside with some dime bags of weed. Watch how much money you're going to make now. Make some 20s. Go ahead. See how much you're going to make. All right? So I'm just showing you. Everything changed for a reason, y'all. So you got a clue. On that note, y'all, we're going to slide off. Slide to the left. Hey, slide to the right. Hey, hey, hey. They don't play ball no more, y'all. That's what they do. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, slide to the left. They on the joke now, y'all. Diddytrial today. We're going to see who get that time. What up, LJ? But like I said, y'all, this ain't about nobody. I'm just trying to tell you, man, you got to step it up. We all come from dirt. We all come from the bottom. But you got to get to the top. And that shit ain't easy. All right? You always talk about, see, y'all scared of that word sacrifice because you don't want to slay nothing. You got to make sacrifice in your own life. See, you got shit in your life. You got to kill it. Pop, pop, pop. Sacrifice. See, a lot of y'all don't want to do that. You throw a sacrifice with just shedding blood. No, you got to shed your own blood. What's your blood? your fucking failures, your weaknesses, the shit that stop you from getting ahead. You gotta cut that shit off. That shit hard though. But when you can do that, that's when you're gonna get somewhere. Trust me. When you cut all the bullshit off and out like cancer, turn your back on shit, go that way, that's when you win, y'all. Other than that, you're gonna keep going backwards. On that note, let's go. We up out of here, y'all. Good day. Hey, members only, something coming later. Don't worry. I'm gonna have more public stuff. Movie the code. That's gonna be you know, I'm gonna start releasing that stuff. More stuff coming, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Enjoy your day. We're gonna check out this Diddy shit. We're gonna see what happened. We're gonna see if Diddy gonna get that time. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. All right? I'm gonna go check the bets too. They say you can bet on that shit. I'm gonna go check it for myself. I'm gonna see if it's for real, y'all. All right? On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. It's summertime. The 4th of July this week, y'all. So, hey, enjoy yourself. You ain't got to be mad. Hey, days going to get better. Just know that. All right? It's okay. I'm telling y'all, you got a lot of time to go. You can't fight everything, and you ain't going to win every fight. But what you can do is stay out the way. What's up, Melanies? That's right. That's right. You got to have discipline. That's how the world is now, right? You got to discipline yourself, man. Nobody going to discipline you. The way it's set up now, for you to take yourself out, and nobody going to help you. That's how that shit is now, y'all. All right? You got to have a plan A, B, and C now. That's how this shit work. So I tell you, I be talking shit, but I be for real. Meaning, I be doing my little lives and shit, but, man, I'm always with the real economy. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times, I be like, yo, people don't know I've been sacrificing my mornings for this. Well, when I work evenings. So I'm saying I work evenings. Since I've been doing this, I'll work around the lives. You see what I'm saying? But really, you get your money in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's when you work. But everybody's life different and schedule different. But I always know there's no such thing as money coming in one way no more. Or just having one fucking plan. Hell no. It don't work like that, y'all. It don't. It just doesn't. You will fucking ruin your life without no emergency money. Shit like that. You're going to die out here, y'all. So every time you go to the club, you got to put that shit up now. Fuck the club. Don't you see? We grew up like this. Me and my friends, yo, if we ain't got $100 in our pocket, we ain't smoking no weed. We ain't doing shit. We had goals and quotas. That's why little shit that taught us shit. Like basically saying, if I come out and I ain't make no money, I don't deserve to smoke no weed. Put some discipline on myself. See what I'm saying? I'm about to stop smoking weed till I got $1,000 cash. Fuck that. Until I got $1,000 cash put up, I ain't smoking no weed. See? That's the shit we come from. And then we motivate each other with that shit. Yo, bro, I start smoking too. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That's how we motivate each other, y'all. Get it? But when you got somebody saying, yo, you want to smoke this blunt? You want to smoke? You want to smoke? You want to smoke? Man, you ain't going to get nowhere. I'm trying to stop you. Here you come with the blunt. Those are called losers, y'all. On that note, my opinion, appreciate all y'all. Salute everybody in the back. Like button, comment. All y'all, love y'all all. We out. One. Thank you, Tara, once again. What's up, Double D? Shout out to Philly. What's up, Double D? Y'all know Dame Dash was a fucking trash-ass rapper. Stop it. All right? Why was Dan trying to rap? He didn't know he was trying to rap. He's making an ass of himself, y'all. Nobody respects that rap shit. When you're a girl, I'm telling you, what I mean by that is making music is different from being a rapper, y'all. That's another thing. You see, it's a difference if Dame play basketball. Say, yeah, I do music too. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear some? I got my music. Go to Apple. I got my music. I got my playlist. I got some shit. That's one thing. when you talk about I'm a rapper and yo, what's up, y'all? That's that other shit. I'm a rapper, y'all. I'm on tour. I'm on the stage. I'm about to rock the mic. That's that other shit, bro. No, nobody gonna respect that shit, bro. Once you start saying yo, what's up, y'all? They don't respect that shit. They don't, man. We hired you to play ball. Now, Dame, when we drafted you, you didn't say nothing about you as no damn rapper. All right, so you're not gonna use the NBA to be a rapper, guy. That's how it works. So also today, we're waiting on the diss track. Cause Dame gonna drop a diss track on the Bucks, y'all. That's right. I think gonna diss Giannis too. So yeah, get ready, y'all. We got a new Tupac Biggie beef. Yup. Dame, I keep calling him Dame Dad because he be fucking trying to rap. Look, Dame Lillard, he supposed to drop a diss track, y'all. He supposed to drop a diss track on Giannis, man. Carmelo Anthony is not happy with the way the Bucks treated Damian Lillard. That's why, because y'all for the same era. That's right. They treated you the same too. Know what else? I ain't gonna lie. When nobody else wanted Melo, Dame did put him on the team. I forgot that. I'm gonna salute Dame for that though. I ain't gonna lie. When LeBron wanted nothing to do with Melo, Dame said, "Man, I got you, bro. Come on, bro." He did. So, Carmelo know what this about. It's about getting all you blacks out of here, guys. Because y'all didn't love basketball no more. How the Milwaukee Bucks did Damian Lillard? Throw him in the trash. See that? See the trash workers, sanitation workers? They said they did him just like that, y'all. Threw his ass in the trash. They said they threw him in the trash, bro. They said, "Damn, goodbye. You ain't this $100 million. We not giving it to you." Yep. Damian Lillard, after finding out the Bucks waived him and stretched the $113 million left on his contract over 5 years. Wow. I think he's going to get that in 2 years. They stretched it out. All right, that's it. We out. So 2 things. We waiting to see if Dame going to drop a diss track and if Diddy going to get some time. All right? We out.